unknown centuries later is when our story begins.
How is it that I might help you?
Live! Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Another One Bites the Dice, Quelmar's Curse of Strahd campaign. It's been a while since we were here playing. It's great. We've missed you. Olive missed you.
I didn't.
Hi, Olive. Yeah, we're down a Zoot tonight. So we'll be. I think we're just gonna like take turns deciding what Zoot's gonna do in a given situation.
I love it.
We'll just like
Only if everyone uses
crowdsource.
the Zoot voice,
Actually, maybe we should just let chat
I
be
was-
Zoot tonight.
Why don't we should let chat be Zoot.
Maybe let
I think
chat
that's
be
a great
Zoot.
idea.
Kelsey's
That's
really
a
into that
dangerous
idea. I'm hearing her like, look at how yelling. She's so excited. She's like, this is awesome. This is the best thing. Everybody can hear Kelsey saying that, right? That's what I can hear saying. But yeah, so we are the ABTD crew, and they're gonna introduce themselves. I'm your Dungeon Master Tyler. With me are four of my five beautiful. Just look at them. Look at them. They're so cute. Yeah, they're gonna introduce themselves, starting with Sam.
Hi, my name is Sam, and I play Zoot, a Wyvern-born paladin. No, just kidding.
Barbadin.
Barbadin, paladin.
Who do you actually play?
I play Hector. He is a human Gloomstalker ranger and paladin. Yeah.
Sweet. Kelsey.
I can't talk very loud because it's 12:30 a.m. in not USA. But what up, yo?
And her husband is sleeping behind her. Hey, what's up, Craig?
I play Winnie Fatooine. She is a artificer of the highest degree. And I'll be shouting at Tyler via Messenger too. So.
Woo. I don't know who's next. Let's go, Liana. Look at the hair swoop. Look at the hers.
Hi, my name is Liana. I am playing Athena. My hair is up right now because I got gravy French fries. And I didn't want my hair going into it. Also, that was my Beagle Harley. She's probably gonna yell a lot.
Can we just say so on brand? Like if your hair did dip into the gravy French fries.
I mean, let's be real. Yeah, but I was like trying to avoid that because I'm a proper lady.
Fries poutine.
Well, they don't have cheese curds.
There's no cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
No,
When she
it's
talks
just
about
curd.
poutine, she can use her regular voice.
I was gonna say all this only Canadian topics.
Fuck you, Sam.
Only.
Who do you play?
So anyway, I play a damn pure fighter.
Ooh.
I forgot for a sec.
What's her name?
What's her last name? Her surname?
Her name is Athena LaCroix, and it's very important. I don't know if you're aware of the lore here in Quelmar, but that is like a huge deal.
Huge fucking deal. Huge
Huge
fucking
deal.
deal. BFD. Big fucking deal.
That's my last name, actually.
Y'all, this game's gonna be amazing. Nell!
Hi, I'm Nell. I play Lady Isadora, who is a Twilight cleric and a ranger, of a middling degree.
Like, what would you say? Like, level-wise? Like, if you had to pick a number.
Like on
Oh,
a
I would
scale
say,
of
like,
1 to
Oh,
3.
like 1 to 3. I would say like a 6 on cleric and like a 2 on ranger.
Wow,
So I'd say
that
she's
is-
like a middling cleric and like a low
Oh, shit, Ranger. Yeah, okay. Yep, got it. Love it. All
Hey,
right.
you know what? If I get one more level in ranger, I can point at Straw to know what his resistances and vulnerabilities are. So
There you go.
if we get that last level,
He's terrified, let me tell you.
I'm pretty sure his
He's-
vulnerabilities are decapitation,
He's super screwed.
sunlight,
well, I know his resistances. That's the one that
and
actually because he has no
He also
vulnerabilities.
charmed. He also charmed the shit out of you now.
Yes.
He did do
I
that.
have not
Give away all
forgotten
my
this.
One time he did do that.
I have
Um,
no. It was a very traumatic event for her.
You
It has not been
escaped.
forgotten.
I would say, though, being charmed by him, you escaped fairly unscathed from what it could have been. So,
That's true. Yeah.
well, it's a high.
Emotionally deeply invasive, but
Yes.
practically it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. For sure. No doubt. Well, our crew, this little motley group, has been through some shit lately, but has actually come through some shit super well. They performed bravely and wonderfully against a very tough foe the last time we were all together. They had delved deep into the swamp of Barrettes, this sort of abandoned, ruined, disgusting, overgrown swamp of a former town that had befallen Strahd's wrath at some previous time in history. And now lorded over by this witch of Barovia known colloquially as Baba Lysaga. They were there for a couple of reasons. One, Zoot had heard that the skull of Argynvost was held captive by Baba Lysaga, and when they arrived, not only was it there, but it turns out she uses it to fly around. And
used.
well, used past tense because she did.
Worked.
But yeah, that was a fun moment when she took off in that. Started.
I don't know who it was fun for. It
started
wasn't us.
started
That's
zipping
that's
around the
for
map.
sure.
So
I thought it was
the
cute.
skull was the first reason, and the second reason was the swamp fane. One of the ladies the three sisters, was enshrined in Barrettes, in a small henge of stones, that upon arriving and calling out to Jenny Greenteeth, whose image was covering these stones around the swamp of Barrettes, it turned out that Jenny was in fact a sort of dormant embodiment of one of the Fanes, of the Swamp Fane herself, the Weaver. And after offering you the means of the ritual by which to reconsecrate the Swamp Fane shrine, namely to rip out the heart and offer it, the heart of Baba Lysaga, and offer it to the Swamp Fane, you embarked upon your plan. It was a really good plan. It for the most part, worked out the way that you expected it to, with a couple hitches along the way. And you were successful in destroying the witch, cutting out her heart, presenting the heart to Jenny, who subsequently ate the heart, and in doing so, reconsecrated the site of Barrett's, diffused the mist and the fog, the deep sort of green fog that had overtaken the region, and brought with you back to Argynvost the skull of the silver dragon Argynvost. There, you followed the instructions of both the gargoyle statue and the journal of Argynvost that described needing to place Argynvost's bones in their proper resting place. Zoot presented the bones at the mausoleum. The beacon at the top of the tower of the manor was lit, and a silver light shone brightly throughout the land. Light was restored. The knights of the Order of the Silver Dragon, the sort of reanimated corpses that had been unable to find peace and rest, had all fallen into that eternal sleep as you toured your way through the manor. And you found, remaining there, Willa's tuning bug. But no body of Willa, where she had fallen during that battle. Satisfied with the reconsecration of 2 of the 3 shrines, restoring the light of Argynvost to the land, you embarked upon your latest and the sort of next item on your list, which was to find the shrine of the 3rd and final Thane of Barovia at the base of the Gulthius tree at Yester Hill. And Darwin was able to teleport you there. So that is where you find yourselves. At the base of Yester Hill.
Oh, Tyler.
Yes, ma'am.
Is the barrier still up?
You haven't. Have you approached the tree to attempt to enter? You remember, at the base of this tree, there is this sort of portal-looking opening. And the last time you approached it, it sort of mirrored and reflected back at you, and as you tried to enter and pass through it, you were unable.
Let's go check.
All right, so you make your way up, and all of you are you trying to be stealthy as you approach the tree, or are you just walking up there?
Stealth.
I need everybody to roll stealth checks. Also, as everybody said, this is going to be a Strahd food ASMR because we're all eating dinner because we started stream early. So bear with us, folks. And if you are impartial to the sounds of chewing, turn down your volume.
Tyler, can you remind me what the advantages we got again from Argynvost? It was a +1 to AC, and what was the other thing?
+1 to AC, and give me 1 second.
I'm sorry.
What am I rolling for? I got confused. I have to fix my camera.
Give me
Okay,
some
thank you.
stealth.
Out of 14.
14 for Isadora.
Hector got a 14 on the die, which means he got a 25.
16 for me.
Oh.
14 for me.
16, 14, 25. You gain a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, not ability checks. +1 to AC and saving throws. Not ability checks. All right, so you all successfully make your way slowly through the druid circles where you had fought those mountain men looking figures once before, and you approach the base of the tree and find that glassy black obsidian looking portal still present. What do you do?
Fuck. I'm gonna bleed on it. You gotta try it for all the puzzles. Do a little prick and I'll bleed on it.
Okay. You prick your finger and you try to sort of wipe the blood onto it.
A door.
Well, and you remember the last time you were here and you tried to press your hand through and were unable. This time, as you run your finger along, you find that glassy black obsidian that looks solid from a distance. As you put your finger on it, it pushes inward. And you pull your finger back, and it sort of, the black moves back with you, and you're able to kind of like pull your finger out of it, but there's like this like stringy black glittering substance still remaining on the tip of your finger.
I taste it.
All right. Let me. That's not in the module.
I know it's the stupidest idea, but I could not resist.
Hey Siri, what happens if they taste it?
What?
Okay, I found this on the web for what happens if they taste it. Check it out.
Fair. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. You get +1.
Oh, ooh, that was bad. That's a 7.
7?
I rolled really badly, Tyler.
Well, Isadora dies. All right, cool.
All right. With a 7.
Oh no.
This was the stupidest thing I've done this whole campaign.
You tasted it. Like, why would you taste it? What did I roll? All right.
He's a little impulsive. You know
Yeah.
what? I live out my impulsive dreams through this dumb bitch.
All right, you taste it, and you
This
sort of
dead
feel
bitch?
this like burning at the back of your throat, but nothing out of the ordinary. Do you sort of update the group?
That was unpleasant.
Okay, the second that she opens her mouth to speak, flames shoot out of her mouth. Is anybody like right up next to her, like nearby, within 5 feet? Winnie, you said you were going up to it, right? All right, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. What am I looking at? Is that a nat 20?
I think a nat 20.
Based on the... Okay. All right, so you take only 1 point of fire damage as Isadora breathes fire, and you can't really... The speech that she's trying to put out is garbled. And it's just like this... every time she opens her mouth.
Okay, so now I actually have a reason to tell you to shut your mouth.
Asshole. I said right at him.
All right, Hector, dexterity saving throw. Y'all.
Tyler, can I go in?
27?
Yep, you take
You want to go through the barrier that made me breathe fire?
1 point of fire damage.
Yay!
All right, Winnie, you go in. The Eastern European internet is weak with this one. All right, are you going in hand first, face first, foot first? Going in, I go in, 100%. All right. Winnie steps through the barrier, and you watch as this, like, gelatinous darkness kind of envelops her little body as she kind of steps through. And it is like this, it's like this semi-solid that kind of, it's like a jelly that, like, as she moves through it, it wraps around her and then fully encases her, and you can no longer see her. You just see your reflections, and they're sort of like wobbling as the darkness reforms itself behind where she stepped through. Winnie, you see nothing. You see darkness. It is overwhelming darkness. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. What you feel this crunching under your feet. And that's what you feel. Anybody else go in after Winter?
Silently. Yeah.
Hector would, yeah.
All right. You step through as well, and you feel the same sensation that Winnie did. This jelly that sort of forms around you. And as you walk through it, you too find this complete and utter total darkness. And this
Honey,
crunching
it's not showing up.
under your feet.
I reach out to see if I can grab either of them.
You sort of put both of your arms out fully,
Yeah, one towards where
and
Hector
sort of
was and just one in front.
spin around. Feel there's nothing. No forms around you that you touch.
I'm gonna try to walk backwards, see if I can get out of here.
It's showing up on my phone, but not my laptop. Maybe I could just do it off my phone.
Say that one more time, Isadora.
I'm just gonna try to go backwards and see if I can get back out.
All right, you turn around and you reach out in front of you where you had stepped through this sort of gelatinous portal. And there's nothing there. Your hand doesn't graze anything, touch anything. You're just sort of flailing around in the darkness. Hector and Athena, you too sort of feel this crunching underfoot. Oh, you didn't walk.
didn't go
Athena didn't
in.
walk through. It was just
Hell
Hector.
no.
Okay. So
Hector's not gonna let his sister go in by herself.
yeah, so Athena,
I'm out there with
you're out there with Isadora,
my group of NPCs.
Ismark, your Boothang, and Darwin.
Wait, Isadora got back out when she walked backwards?
Irina, my bad.
Oh,
Too many
okay.
I names in this party.
So many
I
names.
see. So I'm gonna turn to the wee man. What just happened?
I'm not sure. I will. Let me try something. And he just sort of walks up to it, places the tip of his staff onto the portal, and sort of mutters some things under his breath, and looks back at you and says, "They've crossed into another plane, a one that is sort of if well, you so Quelmar is here. We in Barovia are here," and he sort of just like goes down a level with his hand. He goes, "They are currently, it seems, about," and he like kneels down and puts his hand on the ground and is like, "They're about
Oh.
here."
Okay, so they're in hell. Good.
I wouldn't say that, but our our interplanar world is not structured in a sort of hierarchical. The lower you go, the worse it gets. It's more of the distance they've traveled between the planes is incredibly far, much farther than say me popping into my mansion or Hector's little rope trick.
So quite far away is what you're saying.
Yes, very far, very far. Yes.
Do you know what this looks like at all? Are they safe together?
Safe.
Mm.
Maybe I don't. There's no really way for me to tell if they're together or not. I can just see where they.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once they're there, they can't come out. That's what I'm assuming.
It seems as if this has been structured in such a way that, well, like in all things, the the way that these reconsecration rituals work, it seems as if they will be able to return, but not until they pass through some sort of great trial, like fighting the witch or fighting
right.
the former sister, the version of their sister.
Okay, so we should go in after them, is what you're saying, so they don't die a terrible death.
If it's I believe that would be wise. However, I think there should also
Could
be
we link up? Like
well,
hold hands?
I think there should be some party that stays behind outside here to keep watch and make sure that no ruffians enter behind and attempt to disrupt the ritual once it begins.
Oh. Okay. Would we like to let me just put this sorry, the wolves. Let me just put this out there. Should the person staying behind the two people, I'm assuming, should they be good at fighting or it's fine if they're not?
I mean, and he just sort of looks at Irina and his mark and is like, it's more important that they are able to stay awake and alert. Less important that they're not shit at fighting. So I think that these two would be capable enough to make that happen.
Okay. Is that all right with you too?
And they both sort of nod, and Esmeralda actually steps forward and says, I think it would probably be best if I stayed with them as well.
That makes sense. You can protect them if things get crazy.
Yes, and much less for someone to have to roleplay. It is much welcome if I stay out here.
Right. Okay. So, Darwin, do you think maybe I could, I don't know, scoop you up so maybe we could stay together when we cross over?
Well, that's an interesting thought. And yes, would you like me to sort of hop on your back?
Oh yeah, you can. So she'll like stoop down.
Doing like a Athena's like Yoda-ing. Darwin at
Yeah.
this moment.
Yeah.
He's just like hopping back up. He's gonna do his little thing. Super dark, crunching under your feet. Total darkness all around you. You kind of reach out to try to feel around, and there's really nothing. Nothing. Thanks, Boo. Tell him thank you. Is he still sleeping?
He's snoring.
Out like a light.
Yeah.
I'm not there. You're talking to the air. I don't know who you're talking
Winnie's
to.
just
but it's not
ranting
me.
in total darkness.
Before I pop over Tyler, I'm
Mhm.
just gonna tell them to stay safe.
Yep.
And then if he's good to go, I'll make
Yep.
sure he's holding on tight. These wolves, they're so unruly.
Esmeralda sort of just grabs your hand and gives it a squeeze before you go in.
I squeeze it too, and I look to Ismark and Irina, and I'll say I'll take care of them. And then Darwin, you holding on tight?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right, let's see what happens, and I'll cross through.
All right. You feel the crunch of bones underfoot.
Mm-hmm. Is Darwin still
Didn't
on
say
me?
there were bones before, but there you go. You feel the crunch.
I got
Feel the
kinda
crunch.
thinking,
Feel the crunch of bones
I
crunching
thought they were
underfoot.
chips.
I thought they were some of their potato chips.
I thought they were potato chips. This we walked into a can of Pringles.
It's like a Texas Roadhouse. There's just peanuts shells on the floor.
Oh
Sir,
god,
this is a Texas Roadhouse.
Sir, this
that
is
would
a
be the
Texas
8th
Roadhouse.
level of hell.
So this is an Outback. You sort of step through and you sort of feel that jelly form around you. And you're just in, and it is darkness.
Is my buddy still on me?
Your buddy is still on your back.
Ah, yes!
None of you went in holding hands.
Yeah. Okay, Darwin, what do you see? I don't see anything, but you're better at this magic thing than I am, so.
I don't really see anything either. I can hear you though. That's interesting.
That's a good sign.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, let's if we try and maybe just walk straight, or what we believe to be straight, as and just keep your hands out in front of you, and perhaps we will hit something eventually.
All right. Is there any way that you can create light, or is this magical darkness?
And he just tries really quickly on his staff, and you see this beam of like this glow of energy around the gem at the end of his staff, and you can now see your hand, like you can see your arm, and like out to the tips of your fingers,
Okay,
and that's it.
I'll take it. So I'm just gonna start walking with my hand out.
Isadora, Winnie, Hector, are you all walking, or are you kind of just staying put and walking around in a circle?
No, I'm going forward.
Yep, got it. You can try to cast that. So you, Winnie, you attempt to cast the purification spell in order to kind of void the magical darkness, and nothing changes in terms of how far you're able to see. Yep, got that one too. Sorry, Hector, Isadora, you're staying put and flailing, or
I'm walking.
you're walking?
I would say Hector would be walking, and then he'd also like I don't know if there'd be any way to like, I feel like he'd be like almost treating it like he's lost in the woods, So like I don't know if there's a way that maybe he could like try and make some kind of physical like marks on the bones underneath so that way he can kind of tell like, okay, I've been here before, like if he passes it or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
He would be attempting to do that though, and also walking.
Yeah, you are walking and observing as best you can, and all of a sudden, Athena, um, Athena's not there. Isadora,
I'm here. My camera's just not
okay,
being.
you,
Yeah.
Athena, you, right at the edge of your fingertips as you're walking forward, all of a sudden there's a form, a figure, and you reach out as you're walking and
Mhm.
touch it, and Hector, you feel at the same instant a hand touch the back of your shoulder.
It's Athena.
I was gonna say.
I know how to live my best
Hector's
life.
immediate reaction is to slice.
Yep.
No. Oh, can you see me?
Barely. Here. Grab my hand. I think we're going to do a chain sort of thing. I have Darwin on my back. We need to find the girls.
Yeah.
Hi, Hector.
So
All right, so you hold hands and continue walking out, and Hector, you're now also able to sort of see via the light of Darwin's staff out to the end of your fingertips. Anybody trying to like light a torch? Anybody got a light spell they want to give a shot? Nothing.
Not
You're
that, but I think Hector would be shouting.
I have a torch.
Nobody's tried shouting, have they?
I don't want to shout in this dark place.
Do we see fire?
Actually, yeah, I will
No.
try to bring some fire.
That effect has worn off
Dang.
Oh.
after a minute.
Can I
Can
try
I
lighting a
talk now,
torch?
though? Like, if I speak, do I have my voice back? Thank fuck.
You can't hear anything. You can hear, like, Hector, you heard Athena say, it's
Right,
Athena.
when we were like,
and
right
you can
on
have a
top of
conversation, but
each
you were right on top of each other.
Okay.
Winnie, you close your eyes and sort of focus in with your mind's eye. And you are able to see out to the end of your fingertips as you walk forward. Yeah, you're wandering around and you haven't found any forms yet. Hector and Athena, you are walking, sort of reaching out, probing, and Hector, your hand that's held straight out in front of you touches something, and Winnie, you feel fingers on the back of your neck.
It's Hector. Hopefully, hello?
Yeah, roll an attack with your hammer.
Good luck.
I mean, he didn't cast Zephyr Strike, so he might have a shot. $11 to hit. I'm assuming it's a miss.
Yeah, my AC is almost twice that. So.
Okay. All right. Winnie, you swing with your hammer, and you hear.
I said it's Hector.
It's Hector.
I have Athena and the dog person here. I don't know.
Hi, Winter.
Hi, Winter.
You just hear from over Athena's shoulder.
Tyler, can you please record me a like ringtone in that voice?
I mean, isn't that like normal?
Roll and check. Time. He's just like, yeah, jeez.
Stop trying to hit me. That's not stupid. I close my eyes and see shit all the time.
Ayahuasca's a hell of a drug.
Are you sure that's not like PTSD?
I was gonna say, like,
I didn't say it wasn't
it's like having
PTSD.
traumatic visions.
Yeah. Oh no, we haven't found her yet.
Okay, so Winter, hold on to Hector's hand. We're gonna push forward and see if we can find her. We've kind of started this chain.
Uh-huh. Yes, Kelsey? She does. You attempt to and are unable to. Which you would know
Means she's
interplanar magic is
yeah.
weird. You can, with your intelligence, with your high intelligence, you are able to put the pieces together pretty quickly that you're on some sort of different plane.
Oh, that's good.
Shall we press on?
Don't really have a choice. Yeah. We can hear each other only because we're in close proximity.
Yes, and well, the thing is, well, this plane is incredibly far from our normal material plane, and far from the plane of Barovia. It's it's incredibly close to the well, the Athena mentioned that it was hell, but I wouldn't call it hell. I would
We're walking on bones right now.
no, I would just rather we think of it not as hell, but as a realm of death. Okay. If that's how you need to, it's much more complicated than that. And obviously, had we had more time together at school, we could have gotten into much more detail about all of this. But sure, if that is how we need to couch it and think of it, sure, we are in the underworld. Yes. I don't think it's not that your magic isn't working. I think it's just that there's something about this particular area that we are in that is preventing anything from happening, and we need to press forward, perhaps, and see if we can find some other part of this plane that may be a little bit more habitable. Isadora, you are wandering and swinging your arms out in front of you and feel hair.
It's Isadora. I've got one hand on my weapon though.
And Dogwin is just like, and you have grabbed sort of the back of Darwin's head, who is at Athena's height because Athena is still carrying him.
Hello, darling. Sorry about that. But like,
yes. Hello, Isadora. Okay.
Oh, good.
Are we all?
Right.
Yes, this is everyone.
yes. Oh, that's a good point. Do we need light? Are we looking for something in particular? Yeah, sure. All right. I also have crazy dark vision, and I can give it to someone else if anybody else wants crazy dark vision. It's not really helping, but you know, you never know. All right. I'll draw my rapier out of the parasol and light it up.
And you're able to see a foot beyond the tip of the parasol.
Ooh, okay.
And that's it. And as you're all now together, sort of huddled in this clump, all holding on to each other. You're walking sort of straight through this still incredible darkness, but with a very faint glow sort of like hovering around your group. And Hector, you just feel like a clawed hand grip the back of your neck.
Yeah, I sliced that.
Hey, it's me! Roll an attack, though, just for shits and
Yeah,
giggles.
that's fair. Oh, no.
What was it?
25 to hit.
Oh, that hits. Yeah, roll me some damage.
Yep. More d8s, y'all. Mine keep disappearing. That is 12 slashing damage.
12 slashing damage. All right. Ow!
Don't sneak up on me, lizard.
He just sort of grunts, and just claps his now bleeding hand onto your shoulder. And so there's like you're leading him, you're guiding him, but there's just like this constant ooze of like wyvern blood onto your shirt.
Isn't that acidic?
Yeah, it is. You're fine. All right, so you are all together in this peloton of horror walking forward in this darkness. I need all of you to roll perception checks for me.
$18.
18 as well.
Sweet. 4, 18, 18, 24.
I can't roll for shit. That is
Better than Ismark.
Ayo.
hardly 10.
All right. Hector, Winnie, Athena. you're able to hear like a weird it's the sound of water, like running water. Not like rapids, not super fast, but like a fairly a yeah, a babbling brook of sorts. Sure. And it's sort of off to the right of you, to the front.
Do I smell anything?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Hmm.
Do you stop touching the person that you're holding hands with and just go off on your own? Okay. So do you all head that way?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Why not?
You keep heading forward, and the sound of the water gets louder and louder and louder. And you end up in a moment. There's a moment where all of a sudden, all the water, the sound of the water is now enveloping you in 360 degrees.
But like, are we walking in water, or we just hear it?
There's you just hear it, and there's still this same sort of crunching under your feet.
Not letting go of Darwin, I want to kind of reach down and see if I can touch the water, if it feels like water, or if it's just sound.
You reach out, and there's no feeling of water there. It just
Fascinating.
sounds like
It doesn't feel like water, but certainly sounds like it.
mm-hmm. The sound of the water? You don't know. Do you keep moving forward?
Oh.
Okay. As you walk, you start to feel the crunching underfoot get lighter and lighter. There's less and less. It feels more solid. And out before you, as you sort of hold the parasol and Darwin's staff, you see this like deepening crack in the ground
Ooh.
out before you. And it sort of starts as this hairline and then widens to a point where you need to sort of pick a side of it to walk on as a group. You can't you're unable to sort of hold hands across the crack.
Yeah.
Which side?
To the right. Let's go to the correct side, the right side. What? Right. What does bread have to do with this hellscape doom plane we're in? All right, let's go to the left. Maybe we'll find bread.
You step to the left of the crack, and as you walk, it widens and widens. And as you continue, you start to be able to see a light at the bottom of the crack. Like as you look down, it's far. It is distant from sort of where you are looking down into it. But there is clearly there is light being emitted 100 feet or more below you that is bright enough to be seen from where you are. 100 feet or so above it.
Does it look easy to go down, or do you have to like jump in? Can we climb?
I mean, I could fly, but
Don't want to let go.
yeah.
On the 5 of you and Darwin.
Zoot can fly. I can also fly. If you need the slot, I can
Well,
also fly.
The dog man can just sit on my back.
Oh, great. Excellent. I'd rather not use that up now.
All right, so you are all going to sort of link hands. Winnie, you're going to cast Featherfall. Darwin's going to be sort of hanging on, arms around Zoot's neck. And all right, you take a minute and fashion a little seatbelt between Zoot's wings for Darwin.
Incredible.
And you have to walk a little bit further to get to a point where it's wide enough that you can all sort of hold hands and comfortably float, and Zoot can hover down. And you start to descend. And you descend slowly. And the walls in front of you look... The further down you go, the more light there is, the farther you can see. And the walls look similar to that reflective glass, obsidian glass portal that was present at the base of the tree that you stepped through the first time. You see yourselves reflected back as you float downwards. And as you descend 10 feet, 20, 30, 40, 90, 100, 150,
Shit, how far does this feather fall work?
200. As you descend, you start to be able to see where that sound of water was coming from. As this large, clear lake becomes visible, and you descend down and realize that this is a giant cavern, sort of underneath the layer of cave cavern that you were on before. This is 200 feet or so below that is this now immense sort of domed cavern with this large lake at the center.
This
and
is
sort
so
of
sick.
and sort of banks around the side.
Should we land on the
Well,
banks?
we certainly shouldn't put the water in our mouths.
I will put water in your mouth, if I so please.
Why would we drink the water when we have water skins?
I don't know. Why would we put sticky black goo shit in our mouths?
Sometimes it lets you breathe fire on your asshole friends. So, you know what? All counted as a win.
Wait, did you put?
Not you. That was an accident.
Um, uh, I do. I do. I do.
She only needs to drink half as much.
Fuck you, Sam. But also true.
Hey.
um, should we? Okay. Gonna have
Land
a
on the
move on
banks.
moment.
Then walk up.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. The walls around you are all that same black reflective material. The lake is clear. You can see straight to the bottom. And at the bottom of this lake, you see littered bones. As the bones that you put together, you were probably walking on above.
I know this is terrible, but this is my favorite place we've been. This is so cool.
Underground Lake of Bones.
It's so sick. It's a great day. I'm breathing fire.
Yep.
We're in a giant obsidian vault.
Yep.
It's a great session.
Investigate the lake or the walls. Yeah. Roll an investigation check.
One thing, real fast before you do that.
East.
Wow, there's dogs everywhere here.
Followed us.
I do think we should continue holding on to one another.
Death.
Because you never know if we'll be thrust into darkness again. So perhaps we should still hold on to each other so we do not get separated.
Winnie, you following that directive? Look at her face. All right. Taking off. Winnie gonna wander.
We can see right
you can
now,
see,
correct?
I mean, yes, you can see very plainly that Winnie sort of drops the hand that she was holding and starts to kind of roam out beyond the group.
Oh, I know that we're perfectly fine. I was just trying to keep us all from roaming.
Hector uses his whip.
I love it for you.
Commit
I
to
love
the
it
bit.
for you.
Commit to the bit. Yep.
I know.
Commit to the bit. So you all just sort of see Winter just kind of like not like sprint away from you, but just like do her little mosey thing. This time though, it's in plain sight. It's not like while your backs are turned, which is, you know, something. Mm-hmm. 27. You sort of don't see anything here except it looks like at the center of, like, as you look out into the lake, you see a small, like, piece of land that you very distinctly did not see when you were flying down into the chamber. The lake was just a lake. It was just there was no islands, no nothing. And now as you look out, sort of standing on the bank, you can see like out on the horizon. Not that, doesn't seem like it's that far. There's the whole chamber's maybe, 600, 700 feet in diameter. And so you can see that there's land. There's something in the middle of the lake.
We're in Harry
That-
Potter, aren't we? This is totally Half-Blood Prince territory.
Is it?
We can
At the end
know
of
each other
Half-Blood
now.
Prince, they go to like an underground
yeah.
lake in a cave.
Oh, they
Dumbledore gets
do.
under the water.
The Horcrux is there. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
You're right.
so-
Dumbledore's hand.
Oh,
It's all
okay.
coming back. Holy shit. Fuck
Two
you,
of
J.K.
us can
Rowling.
fly, and one of us can carry people, so we don't have to touch the water. Probably, we just.
Into
Can we
the
throw
water?
Darwin at it?
No.
At the land or just into the water?
Do you know I did this in my last campaign? Do you remember that? Kelsey, I threw. I was like, we should just throw him up there. I won't throw him. I thought it was.
Death.
I
Death
was
and
fine.
destruction of the realm.
I got married. I had a beautiful life.
You did sink the
Well.
island. That really
Well.
important island. Yep. Or a bone. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you throw it and yeah, it's again, there are the sounds of waves kind of lapping at the banks of the lake, and there are you can see this sort of clear water, and it's rippling and moving just like anything, and you throw like a piece of bone or a piece of rock, and it skitters across the top as if it's ice or glass. It does not sink in.
For what? No. I mean, yes, emotionally, always. What do you want me to do? Hold my hand. Just hold my hand and take a step. Let's just. Okay.
Immediately as she goes to put her foot out,
Immediately no.
I
Immediately
am
no.
going to cast telekinetic movement on her
Uh-huh.
and move her as far as I can towards the island.
Okay, how far does telekinetic movement let you move something?
How far's the island?
It's center of the lake, so it's about 200 feet away.
Fuck, not that far. All right, well, then maybe I don't cast it. Maybe I just.
You would know the limits of that.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I just shake my head.
Yeah, you step out and it's not even slippery. It's like walking on like a plexiglass floor. It's not like ice or anything like that. But you're seeing below you moving water. Like it is as if, the tide is coming in, waves are coming in, but it is smooth and solid. Do you like sit down and take, what kind of shoes are you wearing? Do you take the time to like unlace the boots and like plop down on and sit for a minute, take your boots off, and then walk barefoot? Okay. Yeah. You sit on this smooth surface. Isadora, you're with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you are experiencing the same thing. There's this sort of like sounds of running water, lapping
I'm leaving my fucking
waves.
shoes on.
Because only weird psychos would take their shoes off at this moment, right?
Right? That's like almost as crazy as putting some weird black substance in your mouth. Like,
I'm gonna lean
Almost.
down and lick the icy surface of the water.
Seriously?
Oh.
Okay. Jesus.
Maybe I'd ice breathe this time. We'll never know.
We'll never know. Okay. You take your shoes off. Are you walking towards the lake? Is that the goal? Or the island, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you keep walking. Zoot just like sighs very heavily next to you, Hector. Are you all just kind of watching this unfold, or are you following? Athena, Hector, Zoot, Darwin.
I like how you asked Darwin, like he's
Zoot and
not being
Darwin.
played by you right now.
Yeah.
I think Hector would follow slowly behind, but I think he would be interested in making sure that there's nothing in the like bottom of the lake.
Okay.
Like he'd be like looking and making sure that there's no like additional movement or anything like that.
Yeah, you don't see. You just see this sort of rippling, swirling water. Roll an investigation check if you're like actively looking for things.
Yeah.
Give me
that's
an
fair.
investigation check.
Darwin, would you like to remain on my back, or should I put you on the ground?
Darwin's on Zoot's back at the moment.
Oh,
Zoot
oh
flew him
yeah. Okay,
down.
never mind. I forgot.
I mean, I can go back onto your back if you want me to.
It's up to you. I didn't know if you wanted to move or not.
Sure. I'll walk. How about that? He sort of clambers down off of Zoot's wings, unbuckles his seatbelt first. What'd you get, Hector?
Safety first.
Hector got a 17.
Okay. Every so often. You don't know what I'm gonna say.
Tyler, you scare us. We're all afraid of you. This is what the campaign has done.
Immediately no.
This is not a place where you hear every so often and it's a good thing. Like
every so often
you get the
cookies
smell of
rain down
cake,
on
right?
you.
Like, yeah, like
No, every so often you see, like, you're watching the water, and then it's almost as if it like glitches, if that's the word. And like rather than the sort of normal movement of the water or the lapping of a wave, there's just this like black streak that like moves through, swims by, if it were.
We love a
as it
swimming
were.
black streak. Why would we be afraid of that, Tyler? Why would we be upset by that?
But it's like almost imperceptible and happens very rarely as you're observing and investigating. Yes, Winter. Your feet, are they getting dirty? Is that the question? No. Mm-mm. And it feels smooth. It doesn't feel like, it literally feels as if you're like, you're imagining, I don't know if you would have ever walked on glass, but you're imagining, Winter, that this is what it would feel like to walk on glass.
You've never walked on glass? You don't know any friends with a glass ballroom floor? How embarrassing for you. Oh, thank you to keep your opinions about Cinderella to yourself. She was one of my childhood idols.
Canon.
Cinderella exists.
Cinderella exists in Qualmar.
She's beautiful, and she gets married to a prince. What more do you want?
Literally had to use a shoe to find her. Like his eyes didn't work. Is that not sketchy to you?
It's romantic.
It's stupid.
He obviously had face blindness, like some of us here who have accidentally mistaken their partners of 6 months for strangers when they approach them in a public space. It's understandable. That did not happen to Isadora. That did happen to Nell.
She's an embarrassment, but whatever.
You won't be invited to my Cinderella-themed wedding someday, then.
Are you continuing to walk forward while you're having this argument? All right. Jesus. All right. You're about halfway through, or like halfway out to the island. Hector, you're trailing behind. Athena, Zoot, Darwin, chilling on the shore. I need Winnie and Isadora to roll perception checks. Hector, you are actively investigating with a 17. You do not need to roll a perception check.
Fuck me.
I have a passive perception of 16.
11.
Uh,
Nope.
19,
10.
Yeah.
25.
Okay.
25.
Winnie, you see the island at the center, and Hector, you're able to see this as well. You see this like it's almost like a shimmering starts to like glow over top of the island, and then the island just drops into this clear water substance, and it looks as if there's just a void left where it was. Isadora, you're just ranting about Cinderella, and then you eventually look up away from Winter, and you see the same thing.
Gonna keep walking towards it. Where it was.
Towards the
the-
void.
Towards the hole.
Okay.
I think Hector would definitely kind of point out the quote glitch. Did it look like a shape at all, or was it just kind of like
The word
Like-
streak is accurate.
streak? Okay, so it
Strangely.
wasn't, yeah.
Yes.
I would definitely, I think, also probably bring it up with Darwin, probably, and like ask if that might happen with like illusion magic, if like if the magic was wearing off, or or something like that.
I don't think it's necessarily an illusion. It seems as if it's perhaps that we, by moving towards it, we activated some sort of I don't know, next, like it opened for us is what it seems like. You keep pushing on. All right. And as you get closer, you're now maybe 15, 20 feet away from it, and you can start to see at the center, rather than the water sort of moving calmly in its sort of like normal current pattern, it is a whirlpool surrounding this now like dark void at the center of this clear glassy surface. But underneath the surface of the glass is this sort of swirling, rotating, fast-moving water. Or what appears to be water.
How deep does that go?
Are you going to walk close enough to the void where you can look down into it?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your marching order right now?
I think Isadora and Winnie were in the front,
That's what I thought too.
and we're pretty determined getting to where the island was, or where.
Well,
So I imagine Hector close behind us if he's trying to catch up.
Okay.
yeah.
And then probably
So,
shoot Darwin.
Winnie and Isadora, you walk forward and you see this sort of whirlpool, rotating, swirling water. And as you step onto the top of the glassy surface where that has started to spin, you both are immediately pulled into that current. Not under the surface. You are pulled off your feet and are now sliding prone fast around this like 20-foot diameter circle that is at the center of this lake. And Hector, you watch as they've sort of taken one step, maybe 3 feet in front of you. Do you hold up or do you try to react and move forward? Because it's as if they are like, they take a step. It's like they stepped onto a treadmill, but the treadmill is going
Right.
in a circle, and they just like,
and
zoop, and they are just
get
being
yoinked.
pulled.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hector, your whip. Your whip.
Yeah, I thought about it already, but you guys might already be moving too quickly.
They are. It is fast. They are well already. Before you're even able to react, they are beyond the reach of any sort of certainly of your whip.
Yeah. Yep, Hector will just kind of sigh and move forward.
You step forward, and you too feel yourself pulled off your feet and sort of like land on your back, and are just sort of quickly brought into this swirling circular motion, and you realize
They
that
jump into a toilet.
it is slowly rotating you closer and closer and closer and closer to the center. Athena, you're able to see this happen. Zoot and Darwin both sort of like shout out because they've been watching this group very like determinedly walk forward at a normal pace, and now all of a sudden they just see these bodies being sort of flung around this circle.
I'm making the same exact face I'm making right now.
Okay.
I guess we should we go see if we can help them?
Quick, I don't know if I can carry both of you.
I mean, he's quite light. What if I carry him and you carry me?
That's
Then it
not
won't
how
be
that
like
works.
you're carrying him at oh.
Damn. If
tried.
Zoot's telling you
I
that's
may
not how
not be
that
able
works.
to read good, but I can do math.
Oh,
Can you-
fine. Well, you're very strong. I saw you lug that entire giant dragon skull.
And you
So-
are... You don't have any blood in you, so that's helpful. That takes about 30 to 40 pounds away. I don't know how much blood's in a normal human. Anybody in the
sounds like a
anybody in
lot,
the chat, hit it up.
Yeah.
So Zoot sort of picks you up, slings you onto his back, pops Darwin over it, like in between his wings, buckles his seatbelt, and sort of lifts off towards the center. The three of you who are sort of in the toilet of doom, you are fast swirling towards the center. And Winnie, you're the first one to hit the middle and feel the drop. And it's like the most intense roller coaster stomach drop you've ever felt in your life. Like your body goes, and then like your stomach and your breath follow like 10 seconds later. Like it's awful, but also like super fun.
I put my
And
hands up.
and you just start falling. Isadora, you're quick after, and you start falling. Hector, you enter the middle and start falling. And there's
Zoot, can we skip all that and you just go for the center?
nothing below you. Ugh. And he just grunts, and he just like flaps his wings harder and tries to sort of zoom towards the middle. And he does the like, he comes across and he like goes up and then just shoots down. The wings sort of curl back, and he goes into like this dive straight down the center
I
of
imagine
this.
I'm like face to face with Darwin.
Oh yeah, Darwin's hating this.
Okay, I'll hold him on his back so maybe he feels a little more comfortable.
Zoot can sort of see, and you can see these three figures sort of falling below you. Winnie, you're the first one to hit. And you hit this sort of boom, and it's like this that same black substance that you walked through to get into at the base of the tree kind of cushions you and absorbs the weight of your fall and then forms back up, and you just sort of like bounce slowly to a stop. Isadora next, Hector next. Zoot dive bombing through with the two passengers on his back, sees the three of you sort of hit this soft, squishy bottom, and pulls up and alights onto it. And as he does, Athena, you and Darwin sort of feel the give of the ground underneath him as he steps onto it. And you're all now standing on top of this black substance that was before was only sort of on the walls around you, is now on the ground. And around you is just solid rock with bones. Crushed bones littering the walls, as if the ground that you were walking on is now all around you. And the walls that were once all around you are now the ground.
This is like one of those fun houses, isn't it? Oh, that was fun. Should we go again?
No. No. Should we
I didn't think we were gonna survive.
keep moving? Is there anywhere to walk? Are we surrounded on all sides by this?
So you see the rock around you,
Yeah.
and then beyond in one direction there is a sort of small flickering light at like the base of the ground.
That looks like the way to go. Do we want to change our order? Do we want to send Hector or Zoot first? Or Athena? Athena, I'm so used to somebody who looks like you being in the back, but you also actually would be a great choice to go first.
Yeah, I don't mind going first.
Yeah, I don't mind. Or I can head up the back, whichever you prefer.
Just... I mean, I actually am pretty hard to hit now. So,
Oh, cool.
like, it's fine if I stay in the front. I just... Winnie, you want to be, like, 2 steps behind me? Like, we're still holding hands. You're still right here. But if anyone swings a sword at the 2 of us, like, right
I
at
have
our
a
stomachs...
shield. I can block.
Right, but what if it's really low at the shins and you don't anticipate it? It can hit my
What's the
shins and
same
not
thing?
yours.
Or I'm walking. No.
All right, I'm gonna try to walk fast, just a little bit faster than her.
Okay. You were walking on this surface, and it's like walking on sand. It's like this wet, not sand. It's gelatinous. Like there's like a bounce to it. It's unlike anything you've ever sort of felt before or walked on before.
Can I scoop it up?
You can't. If you try to like stick your finger into it, it would. All right. It would like take a minute to like gather any of it. Like there's resistance to it.
Okay,
But you can. I mean, you can. It's like Isadora when she did it. It just took like she had to pull her hand back a lot before it like released, and a little bit was left on her finger.
Oh, I see. Kind of like slime?
Yeah, like a thicker, yeah, like super viscous, like sticky, yeah. I don't know what I'm picturing. If it's like the Matrix where that, like the mirror, isn't there like a
Yeah.
mirror, right? and he touches it, and then it like coats.
That's
so
what I
that
thought,
like
like, when
that's
you
the
described
vibe,
it.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Isidore, you're heading. Winnie, you're following. Athena, you're following. Everybody's sort of moving in the direction of this light, and you reach it without incident, and you see it is a narrow tunnel that sort of
I'm
angles.
going for the entrance of the tunnel. I want to be the first one in that tunnel.
Winnie, are you attempting to beat her to that tunnel? The secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel.
tunnel.
I'll let her go first.
All right. Isadora, you you reach this narrow tunnel. And you're trying to figure out how to enter it. You have to crawl. Like, you can't walk through this. Like, you would have to, like, get on your belly and, like, army crawl through.
I will, though.
It's about
Unless
2.5,
there's some other magic
3
path
feet
to go,
high.
like...
Yep. And you can see, it's almost as if the tunnel is like, it's the whole wall, the wall where the tunnel is like rock, and it's like cave rock. The tunnel is smooth, as if like people have traversed through here often. There's no like marking or anything around it. There's just a single line of text above the entrance to the tunnel, but you cannot read it, I don't believe. What languages do you speak or read?
I speak a couple. I think Common, Gnomish, Elvish, and Draconic.
Nope.
What about Celestial?
Nope.
Fuck.
What about Sylvan?
Nope.
Abyssal.
Nope.
Infernal.
Undercommon.
Nope. It just looks like runes to all of you as you walk, as you sort of
Oh,
pass
I
under
know. Darwin, do you know what it says?
it.
Okay.
It says the way is
I'll
shut.
write it down. Can I?
It was made by those who are dead, and the dead keep it.
I
The
mean,
way is shut. Not too far off.
Shit.
Okay, good.
Okay, so we're climbing into it. We're doing it.
Can I write down? Can I write down the thing for later in my book?
Yes, you sort of draw the runes quickly. So Isadora goes, Winter goes. The rest of you, the group reaches the mouth of the tunnel, and Zoot stops and just kind of looks at it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hector,
What?
I don't think I'm gonna fit.
Won't know until you try.
What if I try rubbing some of that black goo on you? It'll act like like a Pam sort of situation, and we just kind of squeeze you through.
It feels like
Or not.
sticky.
Who's got armor on, by the way?
Me.
I think basically everybody, right?
Isadora, you have a breastplate on?
Yes.
Okay.
Of some shape.
I
or
hate
another.
that.
Yeah.
Winnie?
Can I scale mail?
Okay.
You have scale mail on?
I need...
You're wearing Zoot's family?
I need... Jesus. I
It just
need...
says scale.
That shit is hardcore.
I told you I could be the.
I take it back. You ought to go first. If you're in fucking scale mail.
I need Isadora, who's in front, to make a dexterity saving throw. And Winnie, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
At 5. Now 5.
Thank you.
19.
We are looking Hector Nevers here. That is a 27.
19.
Cool. Zoot rolled a natural 20.
To fit in?
Yeah. So
But I understand you probably don't want to role play him. That's probably why you made the tunnel.
no, that it's
Oh.
literally this is part of the. There's a
Oh.
tunnel here.
So we fold him in
Secret
half.
tunnel.
I just think I'm gonna try to go really slow.
Okay.
Easy does it.
You should probably go last in case it gets stuck.
I can give you a shove. I'll follow after you. Give you a little shove and just keep shoving.
That
And we'll
sounds
get
good.
you through. Yeah. All right.
So you all recognize what you need to do to get through this tunnel. You sort of take off any packs you're wearing, you lose the shields and like drag them behind you or push them in front of you. Like it is like 3 feet by 3 feet. Like it is tight in there. And you are, as you crawl, you realize that you are traveling even further down. Like it is sloping downward. It is that same darkness that you saw and experienced in the first chamber that you were in starts to overtake you all as you make it through this tunnel. And it gets darker and darker.
Can I try using my Sorry, let me actually read the description and see if I think it would do anything. Because
God
the
bless you,
radiant
Lily.
light helped. Yeah, can I just kind of keep casting Word of Radiance and see if that does anything as a cantrip?
Yeah, give it a shot.
All right, I'll cast Word of Radiance. It says burning radiance erupts from you.
Yep. And the burning radiance gives you to the end of your fingertips. And that's how far you can see.
All right. We're crawling through a tunnel. I don't really need it. I'm not going to worry about that. Unless anybody really wants it.
And as Isadora says that out loud, you are crawling, and then all of a sudden you reach one arm out in front of you, and it sort of falls over a ledge. And you realize that the tunnel ends. And there's an opening. It is sloping downward, remember.
Belly slowly up to the edge and try to peer over.
You peer over and you just see down through this darkness that's now almost like it's like irising, like it's around all of your vision except one central point, and you see almost like a silvery moonlight on rippling, slow-moving water. But it is far below you.
Winter, can you do that featherfall thing again? Because we're about to go over a drop. I can fly, so you don't need to cast it on me if you need it for everyone else, since we don't have Zoot.
Hang on, let me see. Because I think I can upcast it at level 2, right?
Yeah. Still have second level spell slots.
I do. I used all my, so like I basically used it all my first level spell slots.
I hate that we're burning through all of our artificer spell slots, but I don't know what else to do.
I actually don't think I can upcast this.
Featherfall?
Can I upcast it?
You should be able to upcast anything. I don't think there are any spells that you can't upcast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can always use a higher level spell slot. It just, depending on the spell, would have a different effect. But
Let me see. Let me look on D&D Beyond. Oh, sorry. I only had to expend one spell slot, so it says choose up to 5 creatures per spell slot. So I could just do it like again. So I'll only burn like 2 first level spell slots, Tyler.
Okay.
And I'll cast it again on everybody who needs it, because I have 5. Actually, this is gonna be an issue because I have to touch you, don't I?
I
You
can
love
fly.
touching people for spells, Lady Isadora.
Right, well, I don't matter. I mean, I matter, but do you have to touch everyone at the same time, or is it like one at a time kind of snoop boop? Like, can you... This is so bad. I can try to...
You don't-
fly.
Actually,
try to
it's
hold
not
you,
touch.
not if you're
I
in
don't-
fucking
I don't-
stalemate.
I don't-
It's not touch.
I just read it. Yeah.
Right, excellent.
Okay.
I was really problem solving that one. And it was not
It's
going
okay.
to go well.
It's a
got you.
reaction
I can
spell
see.
too, so theoretically we can just jump and then you can use your reaction when we're about to hit and cast Featherfall.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
I should be fine if you want to worry about everyone else.
Can you fly? Oh, yes! You can do your little vampire thing!
I can do my well, not my spider crawl, but I can do my side powered leap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
There isn't any reason
I
we
guess-
wouldn't fall at the same speed.
And I could probably hold well, I guess Darwin could hop on Zoot.
So I use the spell slot and I get 5 up to 5 creatures. So I can just use it on Darwin.
Yeah.
So, let's do it.
So you can get all of us.
Yeah.
The Zoot's not here.
No, Zoot is here.
Oh, Zoot is here. But he can fly, so you can do all the rest of us. Fuck Zoot.
Gross.
You cast, so you're casting Featherfall, and you are.
Once it's cast,
Isadora,
I'll eat
you're
myself
eating
out
yourself
that
out.
hole.
All right, and you start to float down.
Actually, I'm gonna wait to cast it on Lady Isadora until she's just close to them.
God, that's rude.
All right, you sort of fall forward, and you feel again that like sickening drop in your stomach, and then all of a sudden your stomach is like magically brought back to your body, and you start to gently float down. Winnie, you follow.
It's lighting me on fire.
Hector after that. Zoot. Darwin. I guess Darwin.
I imagine that
Zoot.
Zoot gets like pushed out.
Athena.
Like we gotta really shove him out.
Oh yeah, Athena, you're gonna need to give some little like extra love there to get him
I'll
through
work him
that
out,
hole.
get him
Yep.
out of the hole.
Yep.
Yep.
And you all fall gently and land in the water. And it's actual water.
Could have jumped. It would have been fine.
And as
Ew.
you hit,
I
you all feel pulled in different directions. And
Craig.
that's where we're gonna take a quick break.
Oh my gosh, the water monster.
We're gonna take a
5-ish. We'll be
It's the
back.
Loch Ness monster.
We'll be back before 8:30.
Harley, get out of the snacks. Sorry.
Speaking
I
of,
wasn't
we're gonna go get some snacks. So we will be back. Thanks for everybody for being with us, and we'll be back shortly. We're back. Pay no attention to Athena. We're just trying to get more followers. Don't add us.
By the way,
Oh,
I did
boy.
some quick math on the break, and this is like so ridiculous. So, Featherfall lasts for a minute, right?
Mhm.
And technically, characters like in rules as written fall 500 feet every round, which is 6 seconds.
Right.
So in a minute, you would fall 5,000 feet,
Mhm.
which is almost a mile.
Yeah.
So theoretically, you could fall almost a mile, and then somebody's just like, feather fall, and then you just don't die.
Yeah.
That's far out.
If they're in range, though,
Yeah,
that's the thing. Is
it's
if
I
you,
could be
60
within
foot
60
range.
feet.
well,
of
you'd have
them,
to be
60 feet of
falling
them.
with them,
Yeah,
right?
It's like that scene from the 100.
You can't just be like, oh, they are falling, and I see them 500 feet away
right.
or
No, I
5,000 feet
know.
away, and
Still,
Harry Potter
know.
their ass from here.
I'm just imagining a
Wingardium
bunch of
Leviosa,
people
that beesh.
diving. Yeah. Anyways, we're all drowning.
Wingardium
All right.
Leviosa.
You all hit the water, and you just feel this overwhelming coldness, silence, and this sense of sorrow.
What if I'm already sad?
That's like my baseline. What if I just like haven't taken my pills in a couple days?
Right? Like,
Athena
what if I'm just
can't
like,
die. She's already dead.
I don't feel things?
So you all get pulled in different directions, and none of you are able to see any of the others anymore.
Oh wait, do I get pulled even if I used my thing?
Your thing.
Yeah, because remember Kelsey didn't have enough slots, so I used my side powered leap. So I
Once
can
you
control my
slots.
body.
once you hit the water, your body is no longer in your control.
Do I have to hit the water?
Leap doesn't allow you to levitate though.
As a bonus action, you can propel your body with your mind. You gain a flying speed equal to twice your walking speed until the end of your current turn. That's up to you. Like, I'll
So-
totally just land in that shit.
Well,
if you need that.
you can have a flying speed for 6 seconds.
Oh fuck.
So
All
that's yeah, you can fly for 30 feet for 6 seconds and then you're going to fall.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Yeah, so I think that's fucking hilarious is you try and Athena
Yeah.
like you see all of them hit the water and you're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa." And you like, pull up and like flap your arm and you're like,
Yeah, definitely
nope,
happens.
Nope. And then
just like smack
you're like,
down
shit.
into it.
And then you like Wile E. Coyote moment hit the water.
Yeah.
Each of you
Hi.
break through the surface of the water. It's as if you were sort of tumbled and turned upside down, and the water that you fell into is now above you. And you breach the surface, and you are almost like lifted up and out of it, and your feet land back, and you are now standing on that glassy surface with the water rippling underneath, and it's solid, but there is no one around you. It's as if you're all in like an individual
World.
chamber or void. And slowly, you each start to see figures lift from the surface of the water and materialize in front of you.
Yeah, this is Harry Potter.
Winnie. You see two small figures. And they start walking towards you. And you recognize them. It's two of the children who you saw impaled outside of Valaki. And they walk up to you and they just ask, you couldn't do more. Why couldn't you help us? Why did you let this happen to us?
I'm so sorry.
And the figures melt back into the water. Isadora, you see figures rise in front of you and begin to walk towards you. And this sort of grotesque face of the one-armed henchman Itzek Strasny of the Vokters lumbers towards you. And he looks directly into your eyes with his sort of dark, sunken pupils and just says, "You will pay for what you did to me. You and all of your friends will pay."
Who is the? You said there were a couple. Who are the other figures? Is he the only one I recognize?
So the two that come up behind him, you see Lady Vokter and her sons. And they just glare at you.
You brought your own doom on yourselves.
And the figures melt back under the surface. Hector. No, you just want to skip. Just move. Just skip. We're just gonna skip Hector.
Pass.
I am scared of.
I'll
who's
take
gonna
the
show
one
up
with
for
the
me.
unicorns. Thank you.
Yep, that would be nice.
Hector. A single figure rises and slowly walks towards you. And you recognize your mother.
Yeah, that's what's wrong. Hector would run forward.
And you run forward and you try to,
I'd try to embrace her. Yeah.
and she just puts up a hand and stops you.
Is it solid?
Oh, yeah. And she just says, "No true son of mine would abandon me and leave me to die alone." And she melts back below the surface of the water.
Yikers. So are we on solid land? I forget.
You're
right now.
on the sort of glassy surface.
Surface,
Yep.
similar to before.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Hector would fall to his knees for sure. He's losing his shit.
Athena, like 8, 10, 12 figures rise and walk towards you. And you see your father and his closest companions who were with him the night he was killed. And he just looks into your eyes and says, "You know what you have to do. Avenge us."
I'll do it.
Good girl. And he melts below the surface of the water. You're all still alone in these sort of voidal spaces.
I'll make a vow. A secret vow.
Okay.
I'm gonna just try calling out for the others.
I'm gonna walk towards the water.
You're on the water. You're on the sort of glassy surface.
Yeah, I didn't know because you said they dropped back into the water. I didn't
Oh,
know if
sorry.
there
They
was a
sort of
place where it
melt
ended.
back through
Okay.
as if that had become liquid for a moment, but they are.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna drop down then, and I'm just gonna start looking on the ground.
Okay.
And like knocking on it and like I love it. I love this.
I'm lowering the volume on the stream, but we all get to enjoy it.
It's so good. It's like
so
haunting.
Cute. It's adorable.
Oh, are you talking about Craig's
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
hear it so loudly.
That's your husband. I love it.
Mm-mm.
No,
No, it
great
adds the
ambiance.
ambiance.
Yeah.
It's
So
great.
funny.
It's like a
I feel
weird.
like
like Sirenscape's got nothing on this. Like there's no Sirenscape track I could
Can
pull
we
up.
actually credit Craig for this stream?
Yep.
Yeah.
We take commissions, you know.
Can you remix
sound
this?
good.
Can you sample this? Actually, get your recorder out. Sample this, so we can use it later.
He really wanted to stay up to be so he could be OG Strahd.
Aw, it's okay.
All right, you start calling out for the others, Isadora. All of you simultaneously hear Isadora's voice coming from different directions. Winnie, you hear her off to the left. Athena, you hear her like weirdly above you. Hector, you hear her off somewhere distantly in front of you.
Hector doesn't care.
That's fair. You did just go through some trauma.
After I say my little vow, I'll probably try and break through the wall. If it's glass, I'll smash it.
The walls are stone. The floor is the glassy material. The walls are back to being solid rock.
I'll break the glass.
Break through the floor.
It's called shattering a glass ceiling, yo. You gotta be the one.
We love women on here.
You get the
Let's
hammer out and
go.
you start like pounding at the ground. All right, roll an attack with the hammer.
Oh,
See how much damage you can do.
It hits.
Jesus. 3.
I mean, your hammer hits the ground and like maybe a little small piece of this clear glass looks like it chips off, but then it immediately sort of reforms over the sort of mocked, marred spot. Isidore, you continue yelling out. Are you all sort of moving, or are you staying in one place? Or are you looking for a way out?
Hector ain't doing nothing.
Hector's just on his knees.
I mean, if no one responds, I'll stop calling.
I'll call back.
Okay.
Like, I can hear you.
All right, Isidore, you hear that.
Y'all,
I'll try
Way-
to head in
sound
that
above-
direction.
It is below you.
Oh,
you sound above me.
well, that makes sense. You sound below me.
Oh.
You sound to the left of me.
Oh, hi, Winter.
Hi.
I got this weird snoring noise too, coming from some direction. I don't know where.
Winter, can you come
no.
towards us? We'll see if at least 2 of us can find each other.
I tried breaking the floor, but it doesn't break.
What if I try jumping up? I'm just gonna
Go
Do
for
it.
it.
You're just
Yeah.
gonna a wide shot of Athena just Ah! Can you see anything?
Fuck.
Can someone just clip that of Tyler? Meh.
Wait a second.
Shoot. Wait, who's got Darwin?
He has himself, unfortunately. He's alone. Yeah.
Yep, Darwin and Zoot
Shit,
both alone.
Darwin. Darwin?
Mhm.
Darwin? Fuck.
No response.
Oh,
And you haven't heard
okay.
anything from Zoot either.
Oh no. All right. Well, I did give him quite a shove. I hope he's fine. Okay. So let's be productive. Wait. Do you all know where Hector is?
No.
Hector.
I
Hector.
saw some spooky people.
Hector, you can hear all these voices. Just so you know. I know you're not doing anything, but you do hear
Oh.
them.
Hector.
I
Did
saw
you see
them.
anything strange?
Oh yes, I saw about 10 of them, including my father, which is completely.
Wow, you
a
had a
mess.
worse time than I did.
Oh, it was actually quite a pleasant conversation. I haven't talked to him in a bit, so it was a nice little
Hector.
hello. I will avenge you
Congratulations.
death. Yeah, it was pretty nice.
All right, well, if you had a good time. It was fine. Winter, who did you see? Was it bad?
I gotta find Hector.
Right, no, I'm trying to figure out if he saw something very upsetting.
He probably did. That's probably why he's not talking.
Hector.
Right, Hector, I'm so sorry for whatever you're dealing with, but we really need to find you, dear. So if you could you can be sad. Just say, I'm here in a sad voice, and we'll come find you.
I didn't abandon her, and then
Oh
you hear
no.
he starts like I guess like he'll start trying to like punch the ground, and so you'll probably hear like I don't know if they'll be able to hear reverberations on the glass or not, but
Oh, this is okay. Hector, I do just want to point out to you that whatever you saw was probably magical and not real. So just go ahead and give yourself a minute to take a breath, and we will come find you. All right?
Winter, can you talk to him, maybe?
I'm going to try and jump up towards you, Isadora.
that
I'm
got
going
me.
to keep doing it. Okay. What can
Winter,
I
can you
do?
do some family therapy here?
didn't abandon her.
Of course you didn't. It wasn't real.
How do you know? You touched me.
Wait, like, what do you mean that she touched you?
I went to give her a hug and she stopped me. She touched me. It
That's
was
how
real.
you should know it's. No, don't be dumb. That's how you know it wasn't real. Are you kidding me?
Classic Winnie therapy. Don't be dumb.
Your mom left you. In no world, in no universe, would she ever respond like that if that was your real mom? If that was really her. And I feel like you know this too.
My mother is your mother. The woman that was before me left when I was young. I don't know what she would say or what she would
Wait.
do.
Willa had a different mom too. So you mean that you like
Whoever fucking Owen was banging
Oh no, my
It's-
mother
he
was
was
real.
banging
is who I consider to be
he
my
was
mom.
banging 2 women.
Oh, good for him.
What?
Women.
Owen was not. He was very loyal. My father's different. I mean, Willa's father's different. Willa's dead,
Good catch.
but her father's different. But her mom is the same.
Damn,
The
I thought-
mom's a trifling hoe.
Yeah,
Their
Willa
family trees are just as bad as Levenkhan.
Willa got a diff daddy. She got an elf daddy.
Less incest, but just as many
Elf daddy.
She left, and I've been looking for her. How do I know that's not her?
Describe her. What did she look like?
Hector described what it was a watery form?
No, I mean,
They-
every
they-
single one of these
they
forms
came
was
from
like
the water. Like,
legit, real,
oh, okay.
living, breathing.
He
100%.
described his mother.
Why do you want to meet her so badly if she was never really there for you in your life?
Ask her why.
Will it bring you peace? Or just more questions?
And why join the militia and the army to travel the world to try and find her?
Or was it not to get stronger and protect us?
It was already strong enough.
Hector, we can't live in the shadows of our parents. Nor can we spend our lives trying to understand, let alone even get an answer for a lot of their decisions. And if that indeed was our mother, she doesn't deserve your love. She certainly does not get mine. Like you said, she left us. I love Dad. Dad raised us. That's who gets my love.
Sorry, the ASMR D&D is fantastic comment got me.
So, you can be sad and upset, but she's not worth it. You are so much more than she ever will be.
You're right. Someone's getting a phone call.
It's me. I'm sorry. Bye. 1 second.
Hector will get up and attempt to find the others.
Yep.
you all are sort of hearing these voices and moving towards them. And each of you, as the voices get louder and more sort of more articulated and clearer, you're realizing that as you've been wandering to try to get closer to them, this space that you are in has shrunk. So by the time you're all closer to the voices, you hear them on all sides of you, but there's nowhere else for you to go. It's as if there's like a clear wall around you, and Isadora, Winnie is directly next to you on the other side of the wall, and Athena is directly below you. And you're unable to sort of move past that point of being that close to them.
I'm gonna try to close my eyes and reach out and see if, not looking, I can feel anything.
You reach out and you feel a like solid surface. Even
Wow,
though even though in front of you when you're looking, it looks as if it goes on for miles.
Yeah.
We can all see each other.
You can't see anybody. You just hear
Okay.
them, and you're feeling like they're right fucking there. Like I am directly underneath Isadora's feet right now.
Okay. Enough of this shit. Can we please get to the big battle now? I really don't like this. Let's just have everyone get back together, or you
This-
can just come kill me now.
Is this Liana talking, or is this?
That
was
Why not
mean.
both? Come on now. You're hurting people's feelings. It's not very nice.
I'm gonna close my eyes and just pray for a bit. It's been a minute since I did that, and
I'm taking out my fucking morning star.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm wailing on the ground. Just,
okay,
yeah,
beating the
I'll
shit out
attack
of
the
the
ground.
Give me an attack roll.
21.
That definitely hits.
And I'm just like muttering too this whole time like an angry old lady. That's a 7. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a +3. 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, are you beating the ground or like the thing above you?
I guess because I heard she's above me, so I'm just gonna like,
Seven.
yeah.
Yeah.
7 plus 3 is 10.
Yeah, she only added 1 the first time, then she added another 2.
Oh,
Did I?
okay.
Yeah.
Beating the sort of ceiling above you, you feel like little chips and things falling, but then like if like one lands on your nose, it immediately you feel it like lift back up and like get sucked back up into the ceiling and fill the hole that you created.
Okay, so if this is interesting. I tried beating the ceiling. Just a bit of an
doesn't
update.
work, does it?
No, it's quite curious. So every time I hit it, the stuff comes down and
refills
just
itself.
goes back up. Yeah, it's like a magnet or something. Oh, what do you do? Oh,
It's not a magnet.
no,
else
no,
your
no, no, no.
morning star would have been attracted to
No,
it.
I know that. I'm just saying like the matter was her.
Metaphorically magnetic.
So okay, we all have to work together.
When he's like, I don't deal in metaphors. I'm a scientist.
Okay.
I will fucking write Maxwell's equations right now, Tyler.
Okay, so we all have to work together. So what if we all collectively hit at the same time an area? Maybe if we all hit it at the same time, it will be so much impact that it will just give in to us, and then we can all meet and be together and live happily ever after. I mean, as much as we can here. So, do you hear my voice
Yes.
coming? Okay. That was rude, but I'll ignore it because you're obviously a little upset about where you are. So everyone beat where you hear my voice. I'm sure you'll get a laugh out of that, Winnie. Pretend it's my face and hit real hard.
Hits.
On the count of 3. 1.
Like on 3 or 3 and then go.
Oh boy, Jesus! You just hear Hector for the first time.
Oh! Go on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Attack.
Okay, you
All right.
all hit simultaneously. It's a wall. You hit it. You all sort of like feel like a little bit of like a shake, but nothing changes visually around you. However, strangely, Winnie and Athena, what you hit the wall with,
Yeah.
you feel the objects, your Morning Star, Winnie, your hammer, pass through the wall and hit each other.
Ah! I felt that. Keep going.
Hang on a second.
I just bang,
Can I
bang,
put
bang.
my... Stop! Will you just stop and stop for a second? Can I put my hand through the wall?
You put your hand up to the wall and it is solid.
Should I try running through it?
No.
Try
No,
eating
that
it.
would be
That
fair.
worked well.
Try
What?
licking it. No.
I'm not going to lick it. I don't know where it's been.
Tyler.
Gee,
can
that
I
sounds
roll
like sound
an
advice.
intelligence?
Yes, Winnie, give me an intelligence roll to try to deduce what
18
just
on the
happened
die.
there.
That's an 18 on the die.
Plus a million.
Plus my stupid.
The plus a
Okay.
million.
Winnie, you're like, our weapons were at the exact same point on the wall and went through.
So we have to be at the same point on the wall.
Oh. And like touch each other.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
Touch each other at the same point.
So how do we determine that?
Okay.
Let's touch the
okay,
ground.
Athena-
Let's all just get down on
Wait,
the ground
no,
and like.
hang on. I have an idea.
Okay.
Athena, put your hand on the wall that we just hit.
Yes, I will put my hand on the wall.
Now put the other one on your head.
I don't think this is part of it, and I'm not going to do it because I too have high intelligence rolls, and I would know not to do something so silly. So I'll just keep my hand on the wall. Thank you very much.
Just get down
worth a
close to
shot.
the floor, like hand on the floor, and just back and
It was
forth
worth
until we
a
find
shot.
each other.
I'm just gonna keep patting.
I'm going to
try
keep
and see if.
keep.
No. You
feeling
just
up
keep
the-
your hand still.
Oh,
You just keep your
yes,
hand
yes,
still,
yes,
and I'll
yes,
find
okay.
you.
I'll keep
and
it
I'll
here.
find you.
Mhm.
Yeah, Winnie, so you just kind of like lawnmower, like pattern over the hole. And after like 8 or 9 passes, you feel the wall go through and you like clasp Athena's fingers.
Oh, come
pull,
here, you
pull.
little bugger. Okay, okay, give me. I'm gonna just yank. I'm gonna try. Yeah, try and match up. I know, Harley, you're getting excited. I'm gonna try and pull her through.
So your hand and your hand are together.
Press your face against
the
the wall
wall.
with the rest of your body. All right, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna just press my
You gotta
body.
put your face against the wall.
I'm doing it. I'm doing
Yep.
it.
Yep. And
Yep.
so you both hit, and it's like that game, The Wall, where you have to shape your body exactly
yeah.
like the hole that as it comes towards you. You realize like you figure out like which parts of your body are matching by the fact that you can see each other. So your faces
are like this close to each other. One arm is through and solid. Weirdly though, like neither of your legs are, so you're both just kind of like bent forward because your legs must not be in the right position yet.
Okay, keep shifting your bottom around. We have to
Well,
match up.
just tell me how you're standing, damn it.
I don't know. I'm standing with my legs open, pressed against a wall that feels like jelly.
Yeah, no, that sounds accurate.
People pay a lot of money for that.
Yep.
Just kind of, the spread maybe about a foot apart and pointed
Can
towards
you
the
give
wall.
that to me in degrees?
Metric?
What's the
No.
degree?
We use the
Degree.
metric system in Colmar.
Jeez, I don't know. Just
If I
keep
were to draw
moving
an
around
angle in
down
the
there.
sky, how many steradians are?
I don't know.
I thought you said you were intelligent. You don't know how to...
After
I can be
like
smart
Damn.
about other things, you little tiny.
after like 8 and you're like yelling face to face at this point.
This is beautiful.
After like a good 5 to 10 minutes, you finagle and figure out how to get each body part in the right orientation where you both just sort of like spring fully and you're standing sort of face to face in front of each other. No separation between you.
I've never been so thrilled to see you.
You know what? The feeling is mutual.
Isadora
Let's keep it
and
like-
Hector, you just heard all of this happening.
Yeah, Hector, I know you're having a moment, but do you think you can put the moment on pause long enough to do this thing? Hate to do it to you, bud, but I think we've gotta do
You know
it.
what?
I can
Just stand
certainly
with your backs
try.
turned against it. Give it the most simplest position, you know?
Actually,
that's
Isadora's up
she's got
there.
the
What
right idea.
smart would do
Okay.
is
Right.
just, you know,
Stand-
Very
stand
good.
perfectly straight
Do you know
and
the letter
make it as
Y?
easy as possible.
Oh, I thought you were intelligent. I thought you'd mix it up by having my legs spread apart.
I'm smart. I'm not a mind reader.
Oh.
Isadora
Wow.
Hector, what are you doing?
I asked her if she knows the letter Y.
Yes, I know the letter Y.
Okay, then
Excuse
make
you,
the
I had a
letter
very expensive
Y.
education, and even if most of it was in flirting, I know how to read.
Oh, they give courses in flirting. That's so interesting.
Yeah, that's
Gosh.
about 90% actually.
You're
And
very
then about
good at
5%
it.
poisoning, and then another 5% on etiquette.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, so after that, I'm just
I
gonna
start
try to
mimicking.
go away
I give you a
from your
noogie.
voice and see if I can maybe like match up with a creature in the dark. You know, better chances. It's fine.
Hector's like, do a Y, and then he does an M.
Young
That-
man.
That's totally not what I was gonna do. But we're not both.
I'm trying
It's
to match
funny
up
'cause-
with Hector.
I'm gonna
Looking
lay
like
on.
a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
We should both Y on the floor.
Well,
right?
why?
Everyone
why
should
on the floor.
just pick a very simple shape.
Letter.
I'll
so
go.
that-
A
I'll go
Y
do the
is
shape.
simple.
I'll do a shape on the other side of the wall.
So is an M.
Mm-hmm.
So is a C. And so is an A.
Yep.
Young men.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Are you doing it? I'm doing the
I'm
Y.
doing a Y.
You're both doing a Y?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you're both doing a Y, but your Hector, your right arm matches
Oh my
with
God,
Isadora's
Tyler,
left
no.
arm. So you realize you're on the wrong, like you're different parts of the wall. Like one of you's here, one of you's here.
All right,
Okay.
edge towards me. Here I go. I'll edge towards you. I know what I said,
And
and
you
I
just sort
meant
of,
it.
you just sort of
Phrasing.
closer, and as slowly like body parts are like falling through this
Ah.
partition and getting fully realized together. So the two of you are together. Neither one of you have heard from Darwin or Zoot. BT dubs.
Hopefully they're doing this just because I want that mental image of the two of them trying to do this.
Our biggest
entanglement.
party member and our
And the
smallest
small.
party
Yeah,
member.
we didn't think
Yeah.
that through.
It's fine.
Okay, so we should try and find them, right?
So you can all
Isadora
hear
was
each
up
other
there.
still.
So are they above us, Tyler?
Yes.
Okay. So what if I pick you up?
I mean, that would work for me, but then you'd still be by yourself.
Oh, I was going
So
to
yeah,
say
pick
we
me
could
up.
just.
No.
Oh, get out of here! I was going to say
I'm
we could
kidding.
just drag them down. You know, the cavern speaks.
The
Okay.
wolves speak.
Okay. We can try. I'll tell Lady Isadora, or actually, I'll tell Hector to do it first.
Okay.
To just lie on your back on the floor.
Oh,
Straight.
yeah. And then you can reach for him, and then maybe he can
And
do
you'll just
sort of like a
Can you push me
handstand.
up against the ceiling? Can you push
Yeah,
me up against
I'm
the
very
ceiling?
strong too, along with being very intelligent. I got very lucky. I'm kidding. I don't say that, but I think it. So I grab you and we're gonna do a little cheerleader kind of movement, okay? So I'm gonna just do like if
Aren't
you want
those
me to
just
roll
Asheville
dex.
girls from school?
You're just
All
gonna
the cheerleaders are mean to me.
you're gonna what?
Excuse you, I was a
I was
cheerleader.
gonna say Nell was a cheerleader.
Exactly.
No, was not. Are you fucking kidding
I meant
me?
Isadora.
Thank you.
Liana was a cheerleader, but she was a real bad one. So I'm gonna just use your feet and I'm gonna do the cheerleader thing. So I'm gonna put you up and I'm gonna like hold you up because you're small enough that I can do that, and I'll
Just
kind
try
of
to.
spot
I'm
Winnie's
you.
a
gonna try
flyer.
and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you good? Hector, lay face down on the floor.
This isn't gonna work. I'm
He's
gonna fall on
down.
my face. Yeah.
Um.
Aren't we above you
Face down.
guys?
Yep.
Yes.
Just do it, Hector.
Are you ready
it!
for me to
Just
fall?
do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I'm facing down.
Okay. Stop feeling around, and it's gonna be that Tyler. It's gonna be us like.
This is everything I wanted when this
Yeah.
session was designed. All I hoped
Us being
for.
a bunch of fucking Muppets.
Oh.
Tyler just missed us being Muppets. He
I
wanted some
love
more
it.
Muppet time.
I did. So Hector, like Winnie, are you putting your face up to the ceiling?
I'm telling him to put his hands down
Hand
first. So I
down.
can
Okay.
grab those.
Yep. So you're
And so
reaching
I'll be
up,
reaching up.
and his
And then
hands.
once.
Yep, and
then we'll
you
grab.
find and you grab his hands. Okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna use my core strength
Yep.
to
Of course. Yep. We all have that.
Yes.
Actually, you know what?
That is a thing.
You know what?
Humans
I have an idea. Hector, do a handstand and do a handstand.
Yep.
Just do it.
Only way, Hector.
A handstand. I have a lot of questions.
Hector's very capable of
He's so-
doing a handstand.
he's
Also, like
nimble.
he's still crying, and he's just like.
I mean,
Come here,
kind of.
Harley. Stop
Yeah.
crying for real.
Please do the handstand so we can get you down here.
Yeah,
Please.
I'll do a handstand.
Yep, Hector, that's what does it. You lift your legs up, and that's what you needed because that's mirroring how
Yeah.
Winter is standing, and so your bodies now match. And Winnie, you feel the full weight of your cousin
Yep.
drop onto your hands, and
Mm-hmm.
you immediately just
Yep.
basket. And Athena, you
Yep.
try to catch them both. And
I
you,
try.
Yep, and you all just kind of.
Ugh.
Yep.
Collapse on the floor. Stop it, Wolf. Come over here.
All right. Isadora.
Oh, thanks for breaking my fall, Athena.
I
Right.
got you.
Well,
All right.
How tall
Lady
are the
Isadora?
ceilings here?
I don't know if I can do a handstand, but I will sure try.
Just need to hold it for a second, and then we can pull you through.
Okay. Here I
Sure.
go.
Your panties are probably gonna show.
I am wearing pants. I do wear pants now. Thank you, Winter.
No dresses.
You're welcome.
And you handstand, clasp hands with Winnie, and drop down onto the group. And the four of you are reunited.
Woo!
Wow.
Great.
Go team.
Now
At
we're all
least-
stuck in the same room. High five, everybody.
I have a sit.
Progress is being made here. Hector, can I give you a hug, please? I don't know if it will make you feel better, but it will make me feel better. Right, I'm going to give Hector a hug.
Thank you.
Winter,
Thank
do you
you.
want a hug?
No. Thanks.
Okay. Cool. We're both on the same page then. Hector, how do you feel?
As soon as Winter says no, Hector will let go of Isadora and run over to Winter and pick her up in a bear hug.
There it
Yes.
is. There it is.
And Athena hugs herself. We did it.
We did it, guys.
We did it.
We defeated the dungeon
Oh,
with the
no.
power of our hugs.
Uh-huh.
Still
Yeah.
in the dungeon.
Lord.
Still in the dungeon. Just saying.
Um,
Are we? Are you sure we don't let go of hugging each other and we're like, back up?
There's no place like home.
No.
Alright.
Oh, so we have to find the wee man and the big man.
So if all this stuff is about mirrors and touching people,
Skink.
Do we think we have to share our emotions?
I hope not.
Tyler says, no, it's not. And don't you fucking dare.
What, Hector?
I said skink because that's
Skink.
another word for lizard. I'm calling for Zoot. Gecko. What do you think I said? Skank?
Oh
I
no.
thought you were like accusing Winter. Like Winnie had an idea and you were like, never mind. Oh god, it's
Skink. I'm calling.
only 9:15.
It's only 9:15.
it's
Gecko.
only 3:18.
Oh my god, Kelsey.
Alligator man.
Zoot.
Nothing.
Dog person.
Darwin.
Dogwin.
Alright,
Tyler's
friends.
leaving.
I don't know that this is working. Maybe we assume that the two of them are doing their own thing together. Having a moment, sharing their feelings, really getting it all out in the open, and we try to so is there a cube around us still now that we're all together? Are we all in the same cube?
The cavern has opened back up.
Oh, spectacular.
Yeah.
Let's go explore. I would like to go explore.
You said before that there was like a silvery thing on the waves. Is that still present?
Silver moon. A moon.
Yes.
I think.
Like whatever that is, is that like a I don't know. Is that
There's
like an
no-
actual
There's no source. Like you don't see a light
Okay.
source anywhere. There's just somehow moonlight is like reflecting on the surface.
Okay. I thought it was like an item that was casting what seemed like silvery moonlight. Okay.
Moonlight is the
Well?
best kind of light. Can't speak today. So
What if?
there's no like tunnels going onwards. We're in a cavern. We're in a bowl.
You're in another sort of bowl-like cavern, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of. You would have to do some looking to see if there's any sort of passageways, other routes out of here. Like there's nothing like immediately apparent.
That's what I'm doing. Is I'm
Okay.
making my way around
Alright.
the outside.
So you are sort of heading around the perimeter, and as you do, give me an investigation check.
Okay, I'm guidancing myself as I go. Fuck, that was a natural one. Anybody else want to look?
I'll have a look-see.
Right, I'll give you guidance. Fuck me.
It's a 17 on the die. And my investigation is 1,000,000.
And guidance.
And guidance.
Winnie, you don't see any like immediate, oh, this is the way we need to go. Instead, you start to recognize that there are parts of the sort of walls of the room, the perimeter of the room, that are shifting. And it's almost as if you can sort of see there's two surfaces.
Mhm.
The top one is like porous, and they're moving in opposite directions in like a circular pattern. They're both stone, but the sort of top layer of stone looks like it's moving. Math.
I
Clockwise,
will sit.
and the under layer is moving counterclockwise.
I will sit and do the math
Okay.
and figure out which, if I can at least, which one we need to jump through.
Which sort of porous
If that's-
opening on that top layer you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's no. You sit and you look at it for a while, and there is no discernible pattern.
Mm-hmm. I guess then the only way up is down. Gotta. It's two surfaces moving anti to each other, and there's no visible pattern. So we can go through it if we want. It's got holes, but
That's how it's supposed to.
I blacked out. What did I miss?
we all drank the water. You should go try some.
I'm not drinking any of that.
That's
You-
smart, don't.
So you can see the top layer is porous, and it's almost as if, Winnie, as you sit and you look at this, you are. If there's a passage out of here, you
It's
need.
when the two.
You need to
intersect.
wait to find a moment where the top layer has an opening and the under layer has an opening that you
That's
can get through.
that's kind of like the math I was hoping to solve. If that's possible.
Okay, so what you can do is give me a straight investigation check then. Or, no, I'm sorry, intelligence roll.
An 11, but my intelligence is a +5, so that's a 16.
Can I help
And I
her?
don't know if I can use my ability, my keen,
Your flash of
quick
genius.
thinking. Yeah, that's it. Flash of
I believe
genius,
you
which
can.
adds another 5.
Yep.
So that's 21 without anyone else's help.
Okay, is anyone offering assistance?
I'll help.
Athena is offering assistance.
All guidance.
Guidance.
So just a straight roll.
It would give Winnie advantage, so Winnie could
Oh,
roll
yeah,
again
I
to
rolled
see if
an
the
18.
initial roll is better.
I rolled an 18.
Oh, do I roll?
Yeah, Winnie,
again?
you would roll again to see if you can get higher than that initial 11.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's a 14.
Okay,
So
so
14
plus 3.
plus 10 is 24.
Yeah,
Yeah.
With the D4, that was the +3.
and a d4.
Oh, with the D4, sorry.
The D4. I
That's
snoop
a
booped
2,
you.
so 26.
26. Okay, 26. You're able to spot that there's like a dual motion that's really hard to discern. They're moving this way, sort of rotating around each other, but then they're also sliding up and down
Oh, lovely.
in different
I
parts.
love that.
But you can figure out after like a good hour of sitting here observing these patterns and trying to find these patterns, and Athena pointing things out and Isadora offering you guidance, you can see that there's a moment, if you all sort of stand at one point, you'll have like a 4-second window
Yeah.
where these two surfaces will cross each other and you'll be able to jump through. You can't tell based on what
Yeah.
it looks like where what is going to happen,
Yeah.
but you can see the sort of black void in both of them
Mhm.
is going to meet up at this one point
hmm
for about 4 seconds with how fast things are moving.
Man, I was gonna leave instructions for Zoot if he got this far, but he can't read, can he?
Darwin. Oh.
I can read. And Zoot's back. And no, I'm just kidding. He's not there.
God damn it.
I'll leave him for Darwin then. He'll see the math. He'll understand. But we basically have a 4-second window.
James is
And
gonna
we
kill us if
can't-
we accidentally lose Zoot down here.
It's okay.
Mm.
But yeah, we have a 4-second window, and we can't mess it up.
Can we go like as a group? Can we hold hands
Yeah,
and jump at the same time?
I would
Okay.
suggest. I would suggest trying to go.
Yeah, it's.
in
I mean,
at
it's
least
a.
pairs.
I was gonna say it's a big enough hole for
So we
two.
can all pass through. For two?
Yeah, so
Two at a time.
2 seconds per team. First team goes, second team follows straight after. Like I said, 4 seconds. That's all we got.
All right, everyone grab a buddy.
I'll grab Hector.
Right.
Lady Isadora,
Please.
would you
allow
care
me.
to accompany me
Yeah.
down
I
the
like
hole?
this courtesy here. I feel like I'm back at home.
Oh boy.
But
Yes.
really, when I get loopy, Isadora really reverts back to like.
Oh,
session
I
one
bow. I
level.
extend a hand. Like, oh yeah, we do it
I
all.
will curtsy in my pants. Take the hand. God.
How quickly
Who's my wife?
can take the princess
Isadora.
out of LevinCon, can't take the LevinCon out of the princess.
Boom.
Not a princess, but a girl can dream.
Hey, play your cards right.
And
You
a girl
might be
does
a
dream.
Right, shoot for the
burgomaster's
stars.
wife. What is that even? Burgomistress?
I don't know, but I would like
Ooh.
to know.
The
I think
mistress
it's the
of
burger mistress, right? Like,
Burgomistress. Like the
I
Burger
hate that,
King.
I hope
There's
not.
Burger King, and then there's Burger Mistress.
Ew, I hate that. I love it.
It's
I hate it.
awful. I'll stick with lady. Thanks.
We'll just change the name.
Yeah. All right. So I need dexterity checks from each group. This is like a team roll.
I'll guidance Athena.
And everybody add 5. Everybody add 5.
I need it. Thank you.
I'm assuming we want me to roll for us. Yeah.
Oh,
So
one
yeah.
more.
You're both rolling.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is an average check
Oh.
between the two of you.
I mean,
Oh.
do we do a
16 from me.
do we do a plus anything? A +1 for that thing
Plus
that
5.
we got because of the light?
That's a saving throw. So plus 5
You
from
can roll
Flash
a
of
d4
Genius.
from me.
Oh, perfect.
And you get an additional d4. Hector, or Isadora got a 16. Winnie?
Oh, why don't we hear what Hector got first?
Uh-oh.
You said it's a dexterity saving throw, or what is it? What is
Just your
the roll?
dex modifier.
A dexterity check.
It's
It's
Dexterity
just a check.
check.
oh,
Yep.
it's a check.
Yeah, it's a check, not a saving throw.
Okay, so I wouldn't get the proficiency then. I'm just adding my dexterity modifier. Yes.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Cool. Then, in that case, I would have a 29.
Okay. Winnie?
A 2.
Plus 5.
7.
Math.
So 35 divided by 2 is
Okay.
17.5.
22 for
Yep.
me.
Okay. And a 16 from Isadora?
Mm-hmm.
19.
Okay. Team 1,
Which one's that?
Us.
Hector and Winnie. Jump through, and immediately after Athena and Isadora, you sort of jump through just as these two stone wall pieces meet. and can see the sort of void open up, and you jump through, and it's not a fall. It's literally as if you like, if there was a like a little 1 foot threshold that you had to step over to enter the next room, and you jump through and you land on a solid, finally, actual stone surface. No bones, no weird, goopy glass. You are just on solid ground, and you are in a chamber, and the chamber is small relative to what you've been in before up to this point. It's it's maybe 40 feet, 50 feet in diameter, and at the center is a large 10-foot hole. And what you see are tree roots. They cover the walls of this chamber. And all of them converge and descend down through that hole. So they sort of, it's as if what you see is like they're coming up through the hole and reaching out and then crawling up over the walls and floor.
I guess we're going down. Is there anything else in this chamber?
You look around and you see an alcove to one side with this like faint warm glow flickering, but you would need to sort of walk up and turn a corner to be able to see what's actually in that alcove.
I'll go in the alcove.
Follow her.
Yep. So you walk in and you see a large statue of a woman.
Oh my god.
And it's this inhuman figure. Definitely a woman, but with giant stag horns growing out of her temples. And the stone has this like ethereal effect because you can see, while it's very smoothly carved stone, there are like streaks of different gemstones running through the heart of some of the stones. And she just stands sort of proud and looks outward towards that central hole.
I'll leave an offering at the statue.
Say a prayer and leave an offering.
What offerings do you leave?
This is a bold offering, but I'm going to do it anyways. I have 32 bottles of perfume. I'm going to look through for a floral or a natural scent and like spray the air and then set the bottle down at her feet. Actually, I'm going to leave 2 bottles so that they can be friends and one doesn't get lonely.
That's nice.
Give me a second, Tyler. I'm trying to remember my inventory because I didn't bring my journal with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move over to Hector if he's still there. How you doing?
I'm okay.
You know, I'm just gonna say it. Barovia is just a fucking terrible place. And I'm so sorry for whatever you experienced up there.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna yeah, it's okay.
Did Liana? This is a question for you.
Mhm.
Did Willa give me anything of hers before she perished?
You have her letter.
I was gonna say I know I have the letter from
You
from our
probably
mom.
have, like, I imagine that Willa like gave you like stuff to
I know you
read.
tried
Like,
to give me the quote, but I rejected that.
yeah, but I imagine that Willa has you proofread her music.
Okay.
So you
That's-
probably have like random pieces of music, like half finished songs.
Mhm.
She's like, "Can you spell check for me? Because I don't know how to spell banjo." I don't know. She does.
I'll leave one of the sheets of music, unfinished sheets of music, of my sister, and I'll say to the statue, my sister, she might not have known how to spell banjo, but she sure knew how to write a tune. So maybe this will keep you company while we go figure out how to bring you back. And I'll leave it with the 2 bottles of perfume.
Hector will approach and pull the last remaining bits of alcohol that he has from not Morning Canaan's, Darwin's mansion place. And he'll say, "Guess I don't need these anymore." And set them down.
Athena will walk on over and she will leave.
Wouldn't it be embarrassing if we had to put this down the hole instead of here?
Right?
Well, I guess we'll find
You're
out.
supposed to feed it.
So, of the 4 of you approaching and leaving offerings, who touches the statue?
I feel like Hector will.
I'm not
I
touching
probably would.
anything.
I am very
Mm-hmm.
hands-on when it comes to investigating.
Okay. Winnie, you touch the statue as you leave your offering, and you are transported.
Oh, hell no.
Not physically. You all see Winnie's there,
Oh, thank
but
God.
you
Round 1. Fight.
Begin.
Winnie, you see your mother sitting in front of a mirror brushing her hair, but her hair is not her hair. It's these long black vines, and there are flowers in the sockets where her eyes should be. And then you are pulled forward and you are in the forest, raising a bow in your hands, moving through the brush, seeing a stag and taking aim, holding your breath, and the stag turns to you just as you're about to release the arrow, and you see it has the grinning face of a woman. Hector, you are in this chamber that you are in right now, but the statue isn't there. Your party members are not there. And you watch as this group of armored men walk in, raise their blades, and just begin hacking away at the roots of the Galthius tree. And they hack, and the roots, as they cut into them, start to wither and morph, and you hear this screaming as the roots change into the figures of naked women just wrenching as they are torn apart. Hector, you're pulled out again, and you see a man dragged out before a village covered in blood. His wife on the ground behind him, holding the body of a murdered child and weeping. The man gets a rope wrapped around his neck, and the crowd slings it up onto the tree, and you watch his body rot.
Oh, I want to touch it now.
Me too.
Yeah,
Are
can
we touching the statue?
Yeah,
I was
you
going
want
for a minute.
to?
We're touching
You-
it?
Yeah, yeah. One, two, three.
I asked who touched it when they gave their offering.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, I would have touched it.
I
Okay.
wouldn't have.
Okay.
I was going. I'm not used
All
to
right.
craft.
Okay.
I would have touched it 100%.
Isadora, you are
transported when your hand touches the statue, and you see 3 women striding through the woods singing a hymn that you've never heard of. But the moment you hear it, you recognize that this is not a human song. It's a song of something beyond human comprehension, beyond life, death, past, future. You're pulled out once again, and you see this long stretch of land, this barren waste in front of you. And a tiny black stem grows out of the barren stone, and you see that time speed up like a time lapse. You watch the clouds leave and come back, the sun rise and set, and the stem grows into a sapling and then a tree, the land growing around that black tree, mountains rising, forests growing, and the tree rising at the center of this hill. And then the Dark Lord of the land is in front of you, and his hands are wrapped around your neck. And you struggle, but you are suffocating, you are dying. But then you are behind him, and you watch his hands are now around the neck of a woman with stag horns growing out of her temples. And you are all brought back into the chamber.
Athena's just sitting on the ground staring at you guys.
Oh, God.
I feel like, yeah, as soon as Hector, quote, wakes up, he'd be like looking around frantically for the armored men.
And it's just your party members and the
Right.
items that you've left on the base of the statue.
Where'd you all go?
Either a memory or a metaphor, I'm not sure.
Did we
And then I'm
see
gonna
her
try
memories?
to hum. Go ahead, Kelsey.
Were we seeing her memories?
Maybe. I'm gonna try to just hum the song that I heard.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Kidding. I'm not gonna make
The
you do
pressure's
that.
on.
Kelsey, hold the mic
Aren't
closer
you
to
an
Craig's
actor?
story.
I'm an actor. I'm not a singer.
Wait, should I touch
Let's
it?
go.
Or
I'm
do you all
distinctly
open
not a
her?
singer.
I'll try to put that in a. I'll magical tinker it into like an object so for safekeeping.
The tune. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Should I touch it, or do you think it's fine?
I mean, I
Maybe
don't
we
know
can
if it's gonna
piece
work.
things together. I don't know.
I'm not a fan of what I saw.
Oh,
did you
okay.
see?
Maybe I won't.
I don't know. There was a bunch of armored men that came into this chamber, and then they hacked the roots, and the roots turned into naked women, which like that was
Oh.
cool for a second, right? Exactly. But
yeah.
then they were all. It was just bad.
Oh.
Well, I saw Strahd strangling her. First me and then her.
Oh.
A lot of people have touched my neck. So actually, just two, just the hags and now Strahd. But
It's
I'm
a good
all of
neck,
sudden very
if
sensitive.
I may.
Those are two very traumatic
Thank
events.
you.
I'm pretty sure he's
Athena's
much
like,
more
and I'm an
professional.
expert. I would know.
I know
I put
good
a
necks.
lot of creams on it.
Yeah, it's very well
lot of-
moisturized.
Thank
Will you stop showing your neck off to the
To the
person who
To the what? To the.
no, and I do the whole like, you know?
and I do the whole.
I
Clearly,
slowly pull out the
He
stick.
only eats half necks.
I only need half a neck, not the whole one.
Oh, okay.
When he's like pulls garlic out of her back pocket,
my
and it's like,
Don't you think I would have eaten you all by now if I wanted
You only need
to?
half as much.
Okay, so what else did you all see?
clearly she has to do with nature magic. Does anyone here have
I saw
any
she was
anything to
brushing her
help
hair.
plants or growth?
I don't know. We have water.
Water is essential. But good soil. You need good soil.
Sunlight.
You need
Sunlight is good.
I can help with light.
Well, what if this is a trap? What if she wants us to help
I
her,
don't
but she's
think-
really
Well,
demonic
we're
or
trying to
something?
help her. That's our whole goal.
Okay.
I can cure
I thought-
wounds. I'm gonna walk over and put my hand on one of the black vines and try to cure wounds it.
Oh, that's nice.
Nothing happens. You feel the magic successfully be cast and sort of leave your body, but
It doesn't. Yeah.
yeah.
Was she in all of your visions?
Yes.
Tyler, wasn't it was a vision of my mom, right?
Yes, but then it was her hair was
The stack.
right vines.
And her hair had
He
the
wasn't
flowers and
Flowers,
vines.
yeah.
mine technically, although
The tree.
I mean-
It's either
I mean-
her or the tree.
yeah.
Okay. So what did you see specifically, Winter? What did she look like?
She was beautiful. She had these long hair that she was brushing with flowers in her eyes.
Do we have any flowers? Mm.
I mean, I guess we could just climb down into the pit. I would like to help her. I don't know if we can help her here or if we have to keep going, you know?
I think we should keep going.
I think we can always climb, maybe. We can hopefully climb back up if we need to.
We've
Let's
left
keep
our
going.
offerings. Now we gotta, yeah. Athena, do you have any seeds on you?
Let me check my bag. What do I have? Hmm. Athena like pulls out like a bunch of like she's got like a crowbar. She's got like cuffs, uh, oil, steak. No, I don't have any seeds. Oh.
It's okay. We can keep going. And see what we find. Maybe we'll find some and we can replant something.
I
You
will
coming,
go
Hector?
over and add a little water to her, like the statue. Just take out my my water skin and just do a little drip on her, and then walk over to the hole and do a little drip on that.
I'll do a little radiant light burst on each if we're going for it. And then I'm climbing down.
Yeah. I'm going with Isadora.
I'll go with you all.
Let's go down. Let's resurrect this Fane.
Okay, so you one by one enter this pit where all of these roots are converging. And oh, yep.
I'm sorry. Before we go down, can I tie us all together?
Sure.
Like take my rope and just like connect our like arms, just so we have like a chain.
Okay. You all sort of tie yourselves off to each other, and Isadora,
like being-
you
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure we're together. We can take it off as soon as we hit the ground.
you climb
Okay,
down.
fine.
And once you are past a certain point, there is nothing to hold on to any longer, and you just fall. And when you fall, you're all tied together. Everyone is pulled with you.
Well, that's good, right?
And you are falling through darkness. And you feel it's gone on for seconds. Like too many seconds where if you hit something, you are
I cast Featherfall on us.
you are dead. And the second before Winter casts Featherfall, you impact the ground, but you land with just a thump on a spread of soft earth. The wind is knocked out of you, and subsequently, you feel 3 impacts on the ground next to you as the rest of them fall.
Hey, but we're all together. Like,
Each of you is sort of breathless from the fall, but you take no damage. And the walls are solid rock in this small chamber at the bottom of this pit. There are no passageways, no tunnels carved into the walls, and the floor is nothing but soft earth. There's a little spongy, there's a give under you as you sort of get your bearings. And this is where you find yourselves.
Water and sunlight? We're talking about
Water and
growing things.
sunlight.
We've got dirt.
let's do it.
Tyler, can I roll an intelligence right before just to make sure if there's anything else that might help us grow something here?
Yeah, give me an intelligence roll.
Guidance.
Cool. 17.
Yeah, the ground feels weird. Like there's too much give to the ground.
Can I start? Hang on a second. I'll start digging.
Yeah, Winnie starts, she sort of kneels down and starts digging. And after you get like 2 inches down, you just see this shaft of bright sunlight pierce up through the bottom of the floor. And it like blinds you all. You have been underground in these caverns in almost total darkness for what feels like a day. And now this like bright shaft of light is piercing through, and Winnie, you can feel your hand sort of break through to something.
Oh my god. Okay, dig. Dig.
Okay. God, it's so dirty.
I hand you the only shovel I have, and I'll use my
I love
hands.
you so much. I will dig with the shovel.
So the second that you start sort of pulling earth out, and it's only a couple inches that you need to go in order for it to sort of widen, and you can sort of peer out, and you see as you're looking down, you see clouds and sky like far below you.
You have one more of those feather falls, Win?
I do.
All right, let's go.
We gotta get the light in here. It's the only thing that makes sense.
So do you climb through the hole?
Can
Want
we
to dig out as
more,
much of
or,
it as
like, just-
possible first?
Yeah. Yeah, like
Of the ground of the
We want to let light in.
room?
We want to provide a lot of sunlight for our lady. But then yeah, I'll climb through.
Okay, so you sort of widen, you take like a while to go around this like 20 to 30 foot diameter room and dig out as much of the floor as possible and leave yourselves this like small area. And as you do, you're seeing like sky under you. Okay,
all right.
and you climb through.
You still
This
got
is
that
the way
rope,
we all
Athena?
die. There are worse ways to go, I think, at this point.
Well, actually, it might be easier for me to cast the spell if we all just jump at the same time instead of being attached to a rope.
Fair. I take off the rope and stuff it back in my bag.
We want to hold hands, though?
Tyler, what was this Fane's name again?
This is the huntress. This is the mountain fane.
To the huntress.
For the huntress. Cheers.
Let's go.
Okay, you all
I
jump.
grab someone's hand.
and
I'm holding hands with anyone who will hold hands.
and as you jump down, you feel gravity shift and reverse,
What?
and you just roll out onto grass.
Oh,
And you are
beautiful.
sitting on the ground amidst the stones at the top of Yester Hill with the Galthius tree in front of you.
Oh, stunning.
Is it growing again, or does it look still dead?
It's still got that sort of spongy black blood texture, but you feel this like shift in the atmosphere. Everything looks the same, but something is invariably different now.
It's like the opposite of the upside down. It's like the good upside down.
It's like as above, so below.
You can't quite put your finger on what's different, but something is different.
Do we see our friends who we left standing outside the tree?
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Off, Tyler. Rude.
Wow.
Rude.
Holy macaroni. My wife better be okay. Shit.
So, thanks
You tell him, Leon.
everybody.
Right?
Also, I need to just keep this guy because my players are the best players.
Same.
It looks
Thanks for
so
being the best
good.
It does.
DM.
It looks
Pretty
so
fun.
good. Here, I'll like zoom in on each one individually.
Did you get the little stickers too? Were they
I
all in
did
there?
the little
Okay,
NPC
good,
baby
good.
stickers. Here's
But our characters should have
Hector.
been in there too.
Your characters are in there too. Calm
Okay.
down. It's not. It's everybody
Look
was
how
there.
like fucking hot we are, by the
Yeah,
way.
there's
Like,
Hector.
ew.
Hello.
Yes.
There's Laudna. I mean Athena. There's Winnie. Lady
Aw.
is.
So cute.
And there's our boy.
And
There
Zoo.
he is. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's so cool. Plugs. Quelmar's happening. Secondary Characters is on Discord. Don't come and watch it though.
No one's allowed.
No one's allowed to watch it.
Why?
It's a closed game like Icewind Dale and
Oh.
others.
Icewind Dale. People can come into Icewind Dale if they want. When we're playing.
I can watch Icewind Dale.
Yeah, I guess
hang out.
technically,
100%.
I mean, technically,
people
you
can watch
could watch
secondary
secondary
characters too, as long as
characters.
you're not in the other group.
Right? Yeah. You just can't.
Yeah.
That makes
But
sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
people are 100%.
Yeah.
I welcome people to come in and bug me during
On
Icewind Dale.
Twitch coming up, I think is System Agnostic happening this next
Back
coming
this week,
week.
or next week?
First
It's
class
back
is
soon.
done. But there's a bunch of new shit happening. There's a playtest Tuesday coming up. There's Rose's thing this Saturday, right? Or did that already happen?
That happened.
Okay. I'm really bad at this, and I don't have the calendar
We're
pulled up.
playing
but
again on Monday.
head to
We are.
Quelmar.world.
It's our second to last game, so fucking be
It's
there.
an ultimate
World.
session,
Yeah.
everybody.
It is, yes, our second to last
I'm going to
Another
bed.
One Bites the Dice session will be Monday, this coming Monday, October 24th.
Do we set a time for that?
Have not set a time for that yet, but it'll probably be, when are you back?
As early as possible,
Glazando.
please.
Okay, so it'll be,
Because I'll still be in
that's right, Glazando's
Slovenia.
still in the Europes. So we'll try to
In
do
the
it like as close to 5:30ish as possible. Thursday the 27th, System Agnostic. So be on the lookout for that.
Everybody.
Yes, go to bed, Winnie. And then
I
the
will
finale.
not be at Monday's game. Sorry.
Yes, Athena's
Good
got
night.
work. And then our finale of Another One Bites the Dice, at least Another One Bites the Dice, Chapter 1, will be November 7th.
Is there a chapter 2?
I don't know. Are you gonna DM?
I don't know. Are you gonna DM?
We'll talk. But it all ends somehow. Still don't know. Depends on how Monday goes. It will all end November 7th. That game, we will try to start. What day of the week is that? Is that a Tuesday?
What?
Monday,
It's a
I
Monday.
believe.
It's a Monday. Okay, so we'll try to start
Monday
it
the 24th.
early-ish. On November 7th.
Oh, is it another month? Sorry, I thought we were talking about the 24th.
Oh, sorry, November 7th.
Is the 7th also a Monday?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So the
Yes, it
7th,
is.
yeah, it'll be
Okay.
we'll start early and we'll go late. I can tell you that right now on the
Oh
7th.
yeah.
Awesome.
So be ready. Okay. Thanks everybody, and until we see you in 3 days.
Keep rolling those dice.
Night, y'all.